What's going down? Good to see you. Electric over on Twitch. Thanks, my dude. Guys, Marcone, I'm seeing fighting sleep right now. I totally get it, dude. For you, it's after midnight, I think, right now, isn't it? Totally understand. Sorry. Things were, I have like this, like monthly, I have this like monthly get together that I do with some buddies. That was tonight. And, the wife is also traveling. And so the kids were hanging out with some friends. So, I had to like leave the get together, go get the kids home, get them settled. We're reading through Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets right now. Reading through book 2. Michael B, what's up, dude? Good to see you. I'm seeing Electric, I'm seeing Chance Foxley, and I'm seeing Michael B over on Twitch. My friends, thank you so much. So yeah, had to get them home, had to get them settled, had to read a little bit of the Chamber of Secrets. You know how it goes. And yeah, so here's what I'll say. They are in bed. They're pretty good sleepers. I think they're going to stay there. I might have to dad mode. If I do, I'll go to my back soon screen, but then we'll be back. So, but yeah, I'm going to lock it in right now, and we're just going to hang out. It's going to be very chill for the next couple of hours. So if you're coming in and you're ready to chill, that is the vibe. That is the vibe. And for my East Coast friends, if you need to nod off and go to sleep, I totally get it. I really appreciate you guys popping in. Okay, so Electric says, dad mode, understood, it's the life. Dude, yeah, for real. The good news is like, so my girls are 10 and 7 going on 8. And dude, they are very good sleepers. Like we from a very early age, here's what I'll say. If you're a new parent or, dude, this is like, we're you know how these late night streams go. Like, we just talk about all kinds of things. So here's what I'll say. If you're a new parent or you're like yet to be a parent and at some point you're going to be a parent, you're going to hear people talk about sleep training. I'm not going to claim to be an expert, but here's what I'll say. At least in my experience, dude, it works. There's going to be some hard nights where you're going to have to where they're going to cry and you're going to have to figure that out. But it pays dividends way into the future. Like my girls right now are such good sleepers. Like you hear stories of these parents who like have to go in and like lay with their kids for hours to like get them to fall asleep and stuff. That has never been our vibe. It's like bedtime is on a certain schedule. We're going to get you all settled. We're going to do story time. We're going to, connect a little bit, do story time, say our prayers, and then I don't see them until, 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. So, and dude, they get up and get themselves ready for school, which is crazy. They're in second and fourth grade. And when I think about myself in second or fourth grade, and that's actually, I'll say right now, let me know in the chat how the levels are, because like I'm talking a little bit quieter than normal just because they're like literally on the other side of this wall asleep, or like trying to go to bed. So if I need to like turn down the music or turn up the mic, let me know. But like when I think about myself in like second or fourth grade, dude, Chance Foxley, sounds good, excellent. When I think about myself in second or fourth grade, like, I don't know, man. I don't know that I was like that locked in. And these ones, dude, It's like, especially my 4th grader, dude, she like is up at like 6:30 a.m. 5 days a week. And she's like in the shower, getting herself ready. It's crazy. I don't know how it worked out that way, but like she just kills it, dude. Yeah, I don't know. My younger is a little bit more like me, where I have a little bit of trouble getting going in the morning. But yeah, so all I'm saying is like, if you're a new parent or, you know, thinking about at some point being a parent, like the whole sleep training thing, it's tough, dude. There's going to be some nights where you're just going to be like, what are we even doing? But you just got to like keep that focus, because it pays. Oh my gosh, it pays so much in the future. It's beautiful. It's so good. Like literally every night. My girl, like every school night, my girls are in bed by 8 p.m. And then from like 8:15 to probably 10 to 10:30, my wife and I just get that time together, which is so just crucial. Like it's so instrumental. We just get that time to like connect. Sometimes like just to veg out. Like right now we're completely, we're going through Seinfeld together. So like we just get like time to just chill, connect, sometimes make a cocktail, sometimes go sit on the back patio and like light a fire and just like, oh, it's beautiful. It's so good. So yeah, it is worth it. In the long run, it's so worth it. Let me see here. Michael B says, FYI, Mariners are driving me crazy, dude. Are they playing right now? What's going on? Are they like getting their butt kicked? Holy crap. Let me, I'll pull this up right now. Is there like a Mariners game going? What am I seeing? Oh, dude, bottom of the 13th right now? Is this legit? Hang on, let me go to the browser. Dude, is this what you're watching right now? Bottom of the 13th, tied. Holy crap, that's amazing. I love, dude, those kind of games. Sorry, I'm drinking the sparkling water. It's messing with me. Dude, those kind of games are crazy. 2-2, bottom of the 13th, no outs. That's Buffalo. Dude, but they're playing the Tigers. Dude, dude, I'm all for the Mariners right now. Let's go. Let's freaking go, dude. Ken Griffey Jr., am I right? Oh my gosh. Michael B says, dude, I have a 3-month-old girl. Teach me your ways, Jedi Master. Oh, dude. Heck yeah, dude. Congratulations, man. I didn't know you were a new dad. That's rad, man. Heck yeah. I love that. Dude, that's one of the things, like, coming back after being gone for so long. It's like when me and Josh started the channel way back in the day. It's like we were bachelors or young married and all that kind of stuff. And it's like coming back a few years ago. Dude, things are so different. Just being a dad and being a husband for so long. Like, dude, my wife and I, we just in August celebrated 19 years. Like, we've been together, I think, for 21 years, but we've been married for 19. So coming up next August, like our anniversary is August 19th. So next August, dude, it'll be 20 years that we've been married, which is crazy. It'll, like, I think we've officially crossed over where we've been together longer in life than we've been apart, which is nuts. Like, it's just nuts. When you're growing up and stuff, like, you just don't think about that. That's buck wild, dude. But, yeah, like, it's just, it's wild. It's wild. So, dude, having a new 3-month-old, that's rad. Yeah, like I said, it's like when we started the channel, it was so different, and now being back, like, that's part of the thing is, like, I love the idea of, and it's part of the reason why, like, you know, like handheld gaming and stuff like that we've been talking about on the channel and stuff. It's like, I need to make a video. I have an idea for a video that I want to put together, but our way of gaming, just, I don't know, man, it has to evolve a little bit, you know, based on this new season of life that we're in, but we can still find that joy, and we can still find that community even in this, like, new stage of life that we're in. And I just love that. I think that's really cool. So let's see. Electric says 12-year-old and a 9-year-old boys. horrible sleepers as little. My wife didn't sleep for the first 2 years. All good now. Oh, dude, she's a freaking, she's a saint. She's a hero. That's crazy. I'm glad to hear that all is good now. And dude, I'll be honest with you. Like, I am totally, like, when it probably would be different. If I would have had boys, I probably would feel the same way, but it's like, I feel like I was destined to be a girl dad. Like, I can't imagine raising boys. I don't know. Like, I just don't know if I'm cut out for it. Like, I feel like it takes a special kind of man to raise boys. You know what I mean? I just don't know. I don't know if I have it in me. And so it's like, when I see that, dude, that you have like a 12-year-old and a 9-year-old boys, like, freaking salute to you. That's awesome. I love that. Chance Foxley, happily single. Heck yeah, dude. I love that. Michael B, 100% freaking crazy game. Do or die. Game 5 of the ALDS. Dude, I have it here in my browser, so I'm going to keep refreshing. I'm with you. Dude, I'm seeing we got one out. Okay. Still 2-2, but we got one out, so I'm with you in this. Let's go. Michael B says, congrats on 19 years. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. Yeah. Electric. And Chance Foxley. Yeah. Coming up on, like I said, dude, August is going to be 20. We're trying to figure out, like, what are we going to do for 20? What's going to be the big thing? My wife really wants to go to, she's got like 2 big things. She's like, she wants to go to Italy at some point, and she wants to go to Greece. And I'll be honest with you, I'm like, I don't know how this happened, because like when I was younger, we traveled to Africa. Like, we were in Uganda for 2 weeks. But I don't know, dude. Like, I've never had like a bad experience traveling abroad. But I think as I've gotten older, there's something about traveling to a foreign country alone that like kind of makes me uneasy. And oh my gosh, and it's like when you think of a place like Greece or Italy, it's like it doesn't seem like it would be that wild to go there, but there is an element of it where I'm like, I don't know, dude, traveling abroad, just the 2 of us, it's like if somebody had been there before and was like going with us, then I'm totally good. Like, you have a guide, you know, or somebody who has the experience of it. But like going by yourself, for some reason, I don't know why, it just freaks me out a little bit. I don't know, but I know those are like the 2 big ones that she wants to do, and so I think it's going to be something like that. Dude, I'm seeing, are we getting ready to go in the top of the 14th? According to my browser right here, I'm seeing 2-2, bottom of the 13th, 3 outs. So, dude, the game continues. Let me see here. Chance says, boys are wild while girls are dramatic. Michael B says, I feel the same way being a girl dad. I'm slightly terrified of us having another child and being a boy. Oh, baby. Oh, dude. Okay, Electric, I don't know. I set up some stuff in Streamlabs. I don't know why it said please refrain from sending a long message. Ignore that, dude. That's like a bot that I set up, and I don't have all the like, I'll log in right now and see about disabling that. Don't even worry about that. It's like a new thing that I enabled in Streamlabs, and it needs some tweaking, and I felt like I set it to like the most generic settings, and so it's surprising to me that it hit you for that. So don't even worry about that, dude. You're all good, brother. I'll jump in here and see what's going on with that. Okay, so Michael B, you're saying, I feel the same way about being a girl dad. I'm slightly terrified of us having another child and being boy. Do you have one? Is what you're saying? You have one girl, but if you go, you're afraid if you go for number 2, it's going to be a boy. Is that what you're saying? Oh my gosh, dude. Let's see here. I'm on the back end right now looking at some stuff, so Dude, that's how it was for me and my wife. It was like, I was an only child, and my wife is one of 3. She's in the middle of 3 daughters. So like, she's in the middle of 3 girls. And so when we first got married and we were kind of talking about it, it was like, oh, I was like, even if we have just like 1, I'm totally cool. And she was like, well, we have to have at least like 3 or 4. And then we adopted our first daughter. And then we had, then our second daughter was a bio kid. And at that point, we were both like, 2 is good. Like, no more, dude. Like, I have some friends who have like 4 or 5 kids, and it's like, dude, totally, like, no, like, more power to you. I'm not, but I'm just like, I could not. Like, that's a, like, you are such a higher level than I can possibly imagine. Dang it, where did I have that? Okay, hang on. I went into, let's see. Okay, enable. It was the cloud bot. I'm on the back end of Streamlabs, so I'm like looking at some stuff here. I don't see how to get into the actual settings of it. Well, just don't worry about it, and like if that Streamlabs bot keeps talking to you, just ignore it, and I'll fix it some other time. Dan Christian, what's up, dude? Good to see you, my friend. So Electric says, long story short, I have 3 brothers. Wife has 2 sisters. Oh, dang. So you guys both come from big families. That's awesome, dude. Michael B. Yep, 1 girl would totally be happy and blessed, but I understand how little boys can be wild. Dude. I will say there's something about... Oh, wait. There it is. CloudBot right there. Okay. What did we... Let's see. Link protection, word protection. Paragraph protection. Electric, bro. You violated the paragraph protection. Oh my gosh, let me go in here. Auto, okay. It even says, oh my gosh, okay, this is wild. It says, the punishment, Electric, let me let you know. The punishment is you'll get a timeout for 30 seconds. And it even says, punishment response, please refrain sending long messages. Oh, baby. Oh, it even says like the max message length is 140 characters. That's buckwild. Okay, I'm going to deactivate that right now. So don't even worry about it. I just deactivated it, so I'm assuming it's like a live thing. It's not like next time I go live, but actually, what if I'm just going to deactivate CloudBot. There we go. I just deactivated both of them, so it should be fine. Don't worry about it. It was like, if I activated it, I got points on the back of Streamlabs to earn my like diamond shirt, diamond hoodie, and my diamond hat. I'm like really close to that, so yeah, I didn't want it to mess with you though. Let's see. Okay, Electric says, I couldn't be a girl dad. She said the same. Girls are dramatic. Wouldn't change what I got for the world. That's awesome. You're writing books. Not even close to it. You're all good. 140 characters? It's like, what is this, Twitter? Get out of here. Jeez. Yeah, dude, I mean, I'm not a boy dad, so I don't know. But it's like, so here's what I would say. Okay. So it's like, as a girl dad, I feel like there's definitely like crash outs that happen. Like that's a thing, you know what I mean? And as a dad, in some ways, I think I have like more, I don't know, dude, like almost like I have more grace and like softness towards them. So like when they're having, and part of it is like thinking, for better for worse, like I feel like I'm modeling like how should a guy react, you know, like to how they, like when they have a hard time or when they have this crazy hard moment, it's like how should a guy show up for them in some ways, I guess. And so like almost like trying to set that bar. And so in some ways, like there's a softness or like a grace and a patience that's there that, I don't know, like that just like it feels natural in some ways, where like when I think of and maybe it's like the opposite for you. It's like when I think of like raising a boy, it's like, I don't know, dude, I'd have to be like all like all, you know, walk it off, rub some dirt in it, which is like not me at all. You know what I mean? So like when I think of like having boys, I'm like, oh gosh, dude, like I'm not gonna be this like manly dude who like, you know, does all that. But it's like with the girls, you know, it's like I show up in a way that I try to model that and be more gracious and like soft with them in some ways and stuff like that. And so I wonder if it's like the same but the opposite for you. You know what I mean? Where it's like the girls seem so intimidating to you, but for raising a boy, it's like so natural. And at the end of the day, it's like it's because that's the card you were dealt, you know? Whereas like if I would have had boys, like I would have just showed up in a way that made sense and was natural there. But that's just the card I was dealt, I guess. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I just wonder if it's just like we just settle in and figure it out, you know, and do our best, the best way that you can, I guess. Let's see. Oh, dude, Dan, switching over to Twitch. Thanks, dude. Yeah, like you probably didn't know that, but like I'm kind of close. It's like if we intentionally hit Twitch for like the next couple of weeks, then like I'll probably hit affiliate like no problem. So we're trying to do that. So I appreciate that, dude. Thanks. Chance says the son doesn't have to be macho. He can be a gentleman. Exactly. See, dude, I feel like I would just raise like a dapper gent. That's what you got to do. You know what I mean? Electric says, I've heard that. My father-in-law was totally that type of person. He's such a great man. Oh, jeez. Yeah. There you go, dude. I think that's part of it. It's like everything that is like outside of your wheelhouse, you think, oh man, like how could I do that? Or like I could never do that. But I think it really is like, whether it's, I don't know, dude, whether it's like relationships or work or whatever, it is kind of this thing in life where it's like, as you get older, like you just figure it out. You know what I mean? You just, eventually you realize that like all of these people maybe that you look up to or that you look at and you're like, oh dude, I don't know how they do that. Like I could never do that. And it really is, it's just like circumstances dealt them those cards and they just did their best in the moment and like they persevered through it and they figured it out, you know? And at the end of the day, they just continue to just like kind of show up and just do their best. And like, that's what you're doing. You're doing the same thing with the circumstances that you live in right now. And if you had been dealt different cards, you would do it that way. You know what I mean? And the only difference between us is the cards we were dealt, but the tie that binds is like you're showing up and you're doing the best in the scenario that you're in. And like I'm showing up and doing the best in the scenario I'm in. And like, that's all we can expect. You know what I mean? Yeah. Electric says soft and kind, but not in a wimpy way. Y'all get what I'm saying. Totally gentleman, not macho musclehead. Heck yeah, dude. I remember somebody said that like true strength is not like the excess of power, but it's like power harnessed into like doing the most good for the people around you. Like that's like what true strength is, you know? And so it's like this idea of like wielding the influence and the power that you have to make the most positive impact to the people that you have influence over. You know what I mean? And like that's the epitome, I guess, of like true strength, is like not wielding that power, not like lording that power over the people that you have in your immediate influence, but like harnessing that power to like impact those around you in the best way that you possibly can. I don't know, dude. We're just like philosophizing here, late night philosophy, guys. Chance Foxley, basically big D energy. Yeah, but the D is like determination. Determination and dedication. Big dedication energy. Big determination energy. Michael B says, bro, you're speaking truth that I could fall asleep to. I mean that in the best way possible. Oh, geez, dude. Thanks, man. That's rad. Yeah, I know it's... dude, I get it. I know it's like for me right now, it's barely 9:45. But I know for a lot of you guys, it's like way... You guys are like East Coast or maybe international, so I totally get it. Let's see. Electric says basically what Uncle Ben told Peter Parker. Oh, dude. Right? Dude, it's been so... It's like so cliche. But it is, dude. With great power comes great responsibility. Right? Oh my gosh. And Chance Foxley says, no, I mean what I said. Heck yeah. Retro Robbie, dude. She wants... What's up, dude? What's up, Robbie? She wants the... Dude, she wants the determination. She wants the dedication, is what you're saying. Dan Christian, big, thick determination. Dude, that's when you're in the thick of it. You just got to be determined. It's that big, thick determination. Oh my gosh. That's beautiful. You guys are ridiculous. Oh my gosh. I freaking love it. Okay, hang on. Let's check in over here. Let's see what we got. I haven't refreshed this. Electra's like, mods. Dude, the mod. Our mod is over here, the one introducing the big D, dude. That's why Marcone is the mod with the most. Dude, bottom of the 14th, 1 out. Holy Stromboli. That's buck wild. I love it. Retro Robbie, girthy determination. Dude, are we all... I think... Is there anybody who wants Detroit to win? Are we all going Mariners on this bad boy? I'm totally down. I remember actually... I'm pretty sure. I haven't been to like a lot of MLB games. But I'm pretty sure the very first MLB game that I ever went to, me and my bio dad. My bio dad's the one who passed away like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. I went to visit him. He lived in Washington, and he took me to see the Mariners play the Rangers, Texas Rangers. So, and then, dude, when I think about the Mariners, I think about, Ken Griffey Jr. and Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball on the Super Nintendo. So, like, dude, I'm totally down for the Mariners. I will say my team is the Padres, San Diego, but out of the two, I'm with you, for sure. See here. Okay. Like I said, we're like, this is just a very chill, like, we're keeping it loose. Holy crap, listen to that saxophone. This is a new mix that I made specifically for tonight. It's supposed to be a little chill, but he's... Holy crap, dude, he was going crazy. Okay. If you saw on the Discord, this arrived today. Now, if you're unfamiliar, this is a Retroid Pocket 5. I would love, as you can see, it says right there, RP5. I know it's not focusing very well, but it's Retroid. I would love to say that they sent this to me. That did not happen. If you follow Retroid, or if you happen to see any of the information coming out, they dropped the prices. And I'm not an affiliate for Retroid. I don't know if they have an affiliate program, or if they do, it's like... I think you have to like be invited into it. I don't know that there's something on the website. I could be wrong. Maybe I missed it. But I'm not an affiliate for Retroid. But the Retroid Pocket 5 and the Retroid Pocket Mini have been one that I've been debating between. And then they recently dropped prices across the board for all of their products. Probably people are speculating in preparation for the Pocket 6, maybe coming in December, January. I'm not sure. So like, if there's going to be a time to do it, now's going to be the time. So I bit the bullet and I ordered one, and it arrived today. So I did put on the Discord, what do you... I put a poll. There's like, hey, what color do you think is in here? Let me pull up the Discord real quick. There's been 3 votes. 2 votes that it was the white. So there's the black model, the purple model, the white model, and the 16-bit model, which looks like the Super Nintendo colors for the US version. I wish they had like the Famicom. Oh no, the 16-bit was the Famicom colors, and it's the Flip 2, I think, that has the 16-bit. It's called the US 16-bit US or something like that. So black, purple, white, 16-bit. 2 votes said they thought it was white. 1 vote thought it was black. As you can see in this box, I've taken it out. So, Electric says drum roll. I do have to say, if you chose that you thought it was going to be black, I'm sorry. But the people who voted white, you know me too well. So, dude, here it is. This is the Retroid Pocket 5 in my hand. Chance Foxley. Dude, freaking knew it. Dude, Marcone knows me too well. That's why he's the mod with the most. This is the Retroid Pocket 5. Here's what I'll tell you. It is smaller than I thought. Dan Christian says, sweet. Electric says, if you know, you know. Electric, did you also vote that you thought it was going to be white? Dude, freaking... Okay, hang on. Everybody just pause for a second. Electric, you voted white. Dude, you guys know me too well. What can I say? Ladies and gentlemen, we've been spending... Okay, hang on. I'm going to even pause the music for a second. How long have we been live? We've been live for 35 minutes. For the last 34 minutes, we have been talking about what does it look like to be a dad. Okay? We've been talking about like being a girl dad, being a boy dad, showing up as a dad, all those kind of things. Ladies and gentlemen, coming in hot, by the way, because I know you're not quite on East Coast time, Jake, but you're like over there, dude. And you're probably awake right now because that newborn, bouncing baby boy probably is messing with your sleep cycle. Ladies and gentlemen, Jake Dies Again in the chat. Congrats to this guy. New baby boy in the world. As of, what, yesterday? 2 days ago? Dude, congrats to you, my brother. Welcome to the fold. Papa Jake. Like I said, I have some ideas for baby's first video game. Oh my gosh, dude. How are you doing, man? Oh my gosh. I remember those early days. And they can be tough early days, but they are also some of the sweetest, dude. Like, he says thank you. He's 3 days old, so yeah, fresh. Dude, he's popping fresh, bro. Don't you dare say Buster. Dude, you know, we got to build some resilience in these kids. You know what I mean? They're too soft nowadays. Dude, top of the... Holy crap. Top of the 15th over here. Top of the 15th, 2-2. No outs. Come on, Mariners. Let's lock this bad boy down. Dude, those early days, let me just say, they are... You won't let me indoctrinate him? Dude, what if we just like bring him in what if we like just bring him in slow, you know, and with a little bit of like Bab's Big Break on the Game Boy, you know, and then we'll just ease him in to some Buster Bust Loose at some point. Dude, those early days are like, I remember when we brought our oldest, when we adopted her, she was 5 days old, dude. When we brought her home, obviously, like, it's a little bit of a different scenario because mom is not the only one who can feed her. Like, you know, everything is bottle and formula because it's, you know, because of the situation. And so we were trading off. And dude, like, even to this day, like, I mean, that was 10 years ago. And to this day, dude, just like vivid memories of those like middle of the night. And like, dude, I'm not going to get emotional, bro. But like, the wife is asleep and I have her. I have that little girl. And I'm like feeding her a bottle by the glow of a nightlight. And like, it's just a beautiful time. And so, man, like these early days, there's going to be, I'm just going to tell you, Jake, like there's going to be nights that are hell, bro. But it's all like part of this like beautiful, glorious, big picture that are just awesome, dude. And so like you guys are going to be tired, but it's also just a beautiful thing. So, man, happy for you guys. Congrats to you guys. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. So good. I love it. Let me see here. Electric says, that's crazy. Congrats. I'd be crashing the hospital with Homer on my couch. Dude, congrats, Jake, on YouTube. Michael B, I was going to suggest naming him Buster. Oh, dude, that was bold right now that you just typed that in. Oh my gosh. Dude, Electric says it's all worth it. Marcone, by the way, the rest of us are on Twitch trying to get Rob to affiliate. Oh yeah, if you're on YouTube and it's not too much of a chore to come watch on Twitch, I should put the Twitch, let me see if I have, yeah, here, let me put the Twitch link in the chat. If it's not too much of a chore to come over to Twitch, we're pushing to try to hit affiliate in the next couple of weeks. So every little bit helps. So there it is. If it's not too big of a deal, come over there. But I understand that it's not going to work for everybody, so that's totally fine. But I appreciate the help. Yeah, dude. Michael B says, seriously though, Jay, congrats on the new baby. Heck yeah. Oh my gosh. I love it. That's rad, dude. I'm glad you're here, man. Like, I don't take that for granted. Like, I know you're probably freaking tired right now. Oh my gosh. But here you are. All right. I'm seeing top of the 15th, 1 out. 2-2. There you go. All right, so we're talking about the Retroid Pocket 5. Okay, so yeah, I have it here in my hand. I have not, it literally arrived this afternoon, so I haven't, like, I turned it on and started to, like, do some of, like, I updated the firmware, started, like, downloading some of the cores and stuff like that. There's definitely more software that I need to add. Like, it doesn't have all the emulators. I do have, because it's running the same Android, I pulled the card from my slide and popped it in here, and I think it's going to be interchangeable. I could be wrong. I'm going to see how that works. But there's definitely some emulators that are not on here that I need to add, and then like Game Hub and like Emulation Station, like some stuff I need to add here. So I might even do that tonight while we're live and finish setting that. But here's what I'll say. It's smaller than I thought. Like when you look at the photos of it and even like some of the reviews, I think it seemed bigger to me. And it is, it's a little more compact than I thought. It's not going to be quite as pocketable as something like, well, I don't know, dude. Okay, here. So let's do some comparisons for here. So we have the slide. Here's the RG slide. And again, congrats to Marcone for being a part of the slider crew. Heck yeah, dude. So here's the slide. Here's the pocket. I mean, it almost feels like it's almost like the slide with just like the controls kind of popped out a little bit. Like, it doesn't feel that much bigger. And it's definitely thinner, you know. Let me see if I can get that angle right. And a lot lighter, I will say that. I've got the chromatic here, so like if you look at the chromatic, you know, like it's obviously bigger than the chromatic, but not by that much. So yeah, it's really interesting. I am excited about the potential of comparing the performance of this guy with things like PS2 and GameCube versus the slide. The slide can do it with some tweaking and some of that kind of stuff. I'm hearing that this should have a little bit more power, but we'll see. We'll see how that measures up. So we'll see how that goes. Chance Fox says, I gave my knockoff to a coworker and he's been loving it. Oh, dude, I love that. See, that's the play. So it's like I have my 35 XXH, which I'm like kind of to the point where like I love it, but I kind of feel like I could pass that on to somebody if my girls, specifically my oldest, when we went to Florida last month. I brought it with me as kind of like a secondary thing, and like she was really getting into original Super Mario Brothers to the point where it was really cool to sit and watch, because it was like when I would hand it to her, I kept it with me. So I had it with me on the plane, and then like I carried it with me. Oh, dude, EOR, what's up, dude? Good to see you, brother. Hello there, Sir Robert Van Retro of Huntington. Good to see you, my friend. I had it on the plane, and she would like only want to play Mario. And then I even kept it with me when we'd like go into some of the parks at Disney World, and like I would just have it on me. And when we're like standing in a long line, when she was getting a little antsy, I'd be like, hey, why don't you play a little Mario? And it was so cool to see her go from like not being able to beat the first level to like beating the first level, and then like slowly like beating the second level. And like just seeing the progression that was happening was really, really cool. But what I'm trying to say is, dude, that's the play. Is like when you get something that you feel like is gonna suit your needs a little bit more, and you have a machine that it's kind of like, maybe you're not neglecting it, but you're just like, this isn't gonna be my go-to as much anymore. Man, if there's somebody you can take that and pass it on to, so that they can have some accessibility, dude, that's amazing. I love that so much. So it's kind of to the point now where it's like, if my girls are not as interested, then it would be cool to just like, you know, find somebody to hand off the XXH, the 35 to, just be like, hey, let me just gift this to you. Like, this is awesome. I could see probably getting there with the chromatic too. This thing has been interesting for me. I do have a review, like a video that I need to do on it, but it has been, I have been carrying this thing around a lot, and part of it is like just because I want to like have a lot of hands-on with it and be familiar with it, but I've been carrying it around more than I anticipated. And especially now, I got a flash cart, and in some ways it sort of defeats the purpose of what this thing was intended for, but because it's like it's supposed to be just for like real carts. But there's something about the hardware of this thing and how good it feels in the hand, and like the metal body and everything, and then having all of your Game Boy and Game Boy Color library here with you, that like, and it's the only vertical footprint, like the vertical handheld that I have. And so I'm definitely understanding some of the love for the vertical handheld, and specifically just the feel of this one is really good. It's really good. So yeah, I recently played through Super Mario Land after we had like the discussion online. I decided, you know what, I'm gonna play through Super Mario Land and see if it holds up the way that I thought it did. And dude, I'm between Super Mario Land and Super Mario Land 2. I think I'm a Super Mario Land 1 fan, dude. I actually did throw it out to, let me see here. Let's see if I can pull it out. I actually did throw it out to Reddit. Over in the retro gaming, let me see here. I can actually probably pull this up. I threw it out over there on the retro gaming subreddit. Here it is, right here. Boom. Let me open the browser. So yeah, I threw it over here. Super Mario Land versus Super Mario Land 2. And I said, hey, in my live stream this week, I mentioned I preferred Super Mario Land over Super Mario Land 2 for a few reasons. One, sprite size. Everything in Super Mario Land 2 just feels too big on the screen. Two, there's probably a little bit of nostalgia because it was the first Game Boy game I ever played. And number three, I think between the two, I think I prefer the platforming of number one over number two. And then I said, it seemed like it was a pretty split conversation. I wonder what you guys thought. Which do you prefer? Dude, 391 upvotes, 130 comments. I will say, I do feel like, and here, I'll even let me throw this link. I'll throw it in the chat. So if you guys are on Reddit and you want to go chime in, you can. I will say, there is a lot of love for both. And I think I even said, like, in the thing, I said, yeah, like, with the understanding that both are great games. Like, they're both great. It's not that one is good and one is bad. It's just like, which one do you prefer? Which one do you like better? But it seems to me, I could be wrong, overwhelmingly, and I think a lot of it might be nostalgia, but overwhelmingly, Super Mario Land 1, I think, is taking the cake. So I put the link in the chat. You guys can go take a look at the thread and chime in and see what you think. But I think people like it. I think people like it. Let's see here. Jake says, I feel like I'm watching a rapper show off his chains, flexing on us all. Oh, dude, I'm just trying to share the love a little bit. You know what I mean? We're just trying to figure it out. Michael B says, I really like the look of the slide, but would also love if they came out with an updated version to run PS2 and GameCube smoothly without tweaking the settings. I think it'll be interesting to see what Anbernic does, because I think, like, there's a part of me that wonders if the slide had enough appeal that could warrant a 2.0. I could be wrong, but I feel like there was more of an uptake on it than maybe some people thought there would be, and so I could see them putting out a 2.0 that both has a stronger chip like the Snapdragon, but also has a little bit of like a tighter form factor, maybe, which I think would be good. You know, so it's like not as chunky of a boy, but is also a little bit more powerful. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I think that would be sick. I hope they do. I'll put it that way. I hope they do, because I think the slide is such a such a beautiful thing. I love it so much. So let me see. Dan Christian says, dude, I went to DW2 last month. Old school feel of the Game Boy and Game Boy Color is hard to pass up. Eeyore says, dude, have you seen Retro Bird's new video on the Game Boy games. No, it did pop up in my feed, but I feel like it went live like later in the day, didn't it? Let me see here. Like, I feel like it's only been live, like it's been live for less than like 6 hours maybe. Let me pull up Retro Bird. Oh no, 8 hours ago. Okay, so, oh yeah, like 2 p.m. my time. Yeah, I think I saw it towards the end of the work day, and so I didn't get to watch it yet, but I need to give it a shot. Because, I mean, dude, I love Bird. I want to be him someday when I grow up. What can I say? Let's see. Chance Foxley says, told you, nostalgia doesn't mean it's still good, too. It is still good. Yor says, I understand how most people take Mario Land 2 over the first, but I can't get over the fact how much better the soundtrack is. Dude, okay, that's one of the things that people said in the Reddit post too, is that especially the final song, like after you beat the final boss and you're in the little rocket ship, there is something about the soundtrack for the original Super Mario Land that just, I don't know, dude. It was the soundtrack of the generation, maybe. Dan says, Super Mario Land is nostalgic to me when I can't see the tiny sprites on the OG Game Boy. Okay, yes. I will say that if you played it, there is something about, you know, let me see if this works really. I feel like I got it set up. Let me see if this works. I feel like I got this set up and it was working where we could get the chromatic firing up on screen. Let me see here if this works. Do this, kick it off again, see if this works. Come on, baby. Oh, sorry. Okay, that's because that's the audio. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Let me click this real quick. Oops. Wrong one. Sorry. Recognizing. Darn, I was going to show you the way it looks here. Seems like it's not. Let me see if I can work this out. But let me get caught up on this chat. Jake says, wouldn't be the first time nostalgia blinded Rob. Oh, come on. That is true. Oh, dude, even my webcam is being funky. Let me activate and deactivate and see if that fixes stuff. Okay. I'm back. Let's see. Oh, dang, Mariners win? Let's go. Dude, 3-2 in the 15th. That's what I'm talking about. Or says, if you take a game like Smash Bros, for example, which takes the music of some of the games in the Mario series, they include the Mario Land 1 soundtrack instead of 2. Oh, dang. Let's go. I love that. Soundtrack in the first one is much better. Michael B, they're going to ACL, yeah. ALCS. There it is. I love that, dude. Jay, it's not what you said. It's just how you said it. Chance Fox, I'm falling asleep in my chair right now. I've been awake since 3 a.m. It's 1 a.m. Dude, get some rest, bro. Thank you for being here. You are a scholar and a gentleman. Get some sleep. Yor says, come on, man. Buster Bust Loose is not that hard. It's a decent representation of the show and fun to play. Dude, he's spitting. Yor is spitting right now. Okay, let me try this. Let me see. Chromatic. had this working previously. What if I kill that? And then I add the source again. Oh, because it's something different. It's not game capture. It is... Nope, it's not that one. I want to thank a brand new subscriber over on YouTube, Horny for the Hat Man. Thank you for being a subscriber. Oh my gosh, it's ridiculous. Dang it, what was the name? Nope, don't do that. That's not right. Guillaume, out of here. Crud, dude, what was it? It was, let's see, Unify, real image, collab, that's definitely not. Capture. So the interesting thing about the retro... Chance Foxy, I'll leave the stream up so it counts. Hey, thanks, dude. I appreciate that, man. Get some rest, brother. I appreciate you being here. The interesting thing about the chromatic is that the way it has to be captured in Streamlabs is weird. It's different than like something like the slide. You plug it in and you say like game capture and it pops up in that, and I forget what it was, but it's like something weird that you have to do in the chromatic. Can I let me see if I go back to retro, can I like Control Z and bring that back? There it goes. Okay, hang on. We'll Control Z in over here, y'all. If we break. I end up breaking something. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Chromatic Player 1. It should be it. Why isn't it? Like it's not wanting to change any of the settings while it's live too, so that could be part of it. Yeah, when I click on configure video, it's not giving me anything. All right, well, darn. What I was gonna do, what I was gonna show you, so you had mentioned that like trying to see the sprites when the batteries were dying, and one of the nice things about playing on the chromatic is like, because of the display and the way it's backlit, dude, it's really nice. Like you're not experiencing any of that at all. Like I know you can't really see it like that, but yeah, like it's just, there is no, like I can't even tell if I'm dying or not. I'm just trying to jump and run at the same time. But like I remember what you're talking about when you're playing in like the when you're playing in like that monochrome green, and then the battery starts to die and everything's like fading and getting a little bit like transparent, and you're like trying to see, and there's like even like you start to have like trails of stuff because it's just like not crisp. There's nothing like that on this. It's like just nice and crisp, dude. It's really nice. I will say that. That's definitely one of the perks. EOR says, I started playing Silksong this week. I thought it was just the platforming that was difficult compared to the first Hollow Knight. The game is great, don't get me wrong. I just hate how many damage sponges are in the game. It takes forever to upgrade your weapon. I can see how Team Cherry wants to lower the difficulty. Yeah, dude, the thing I'll say... my wife is texting me. Just checking in. One second. I understand that it's not for everybody. I understand that like the difficulty is not something that everybody finds joy in. I feel like if you're into things like, if you're into those games like Dark Souls and stuff like that, then something like Silksong is not that crazy. Like, I don't know. I'm of the camp where I'm like, dude, don't nerf it. Like, I don't want you to nerf it for me. There are definitely parts. I was actually just talking to a guy tonight. When we went to Disney World, all the way on the plane, I am not exaggerating, dude. On the plane, all the way from LA to Orlando, I fought. There's a boss called Sister Splinter. If you played it and you know, then you know. Or actually, I take that back. I think I played, or I think I fought, what's his name? Is it Morwing? In Silksong? Is that it? Was that his name? Yes. Okay. Here, let's pull this up real quick. Okay, so this guy right here, Morwing. So if you know, you know. I think I fought this guy maybe all the way to Orlando and then all the way back when we got on the plane after the trip, all the way back. And I think I defeated him on the plane on the way back. And that's like a 5-hour flight. So like, but the feeling when you freaking take him out is just unlike, it's the same thing that you experience with like Dark Souls. It's just, oh my gosh, dude, there's nothing like it. So him, and then this is Sister Splinter, if you know Sister Splinter. I fought her, I think part of the way on the flight back from Orlando, and then like 2 or 3 days later, I had to get on a plane and fly to Utah for my YouTube filming weekend that I do every 2 months. And that's just the way it fell. I fought her all the way. So part of the flight on the back from Orlando, and then a little bit of time at home, and then on the flight to Utah, and then on the flight back from Utah is when I fought her. So we're talking like hours dedicated to each of these bosses. And like, I get it. For some people, it's like, dude, this is a waste of my time. And to some degree, I totally get that. It's like, I have to take a break with some of these things. Like, there's an element of it where you're like, you're trying to conquer it, and you're just like locked in, and you're doing it, and it's frustrating, and like, I get that. And then you have to like just take a break and walk away, and like I'll play something else that's like kind of mindless or easy or just feels a little bit. But then like when I'm re-locked in, I come back and I try again. And sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, sometimes you got to lock back in and all that. So I am definitely I'm cut from the cloth that's like, don't nerf it. I understand that I need to get good. And so I'm going to just go and go and go and go and go until I lock it in and I get it. I will say, I was talking with my buddy Brandon tonight, because he's like, dude, you're playing Silksong? And I was like, yeah, dude. And he's like, oh my gosh. He's like way farther than I am. He's like, yeah, dude, I mean, you know, Act 1 and Act 2 were pretty tough, but Act 3, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, there's multiple acts, so I must still be on Act 1. But he was telling me about this one, Widow. And he's like, wait till you get to Widow. That's going to be the true test. So I haven't got there yet. So we'll see what happens. But I am loving it. I will say that. Dan says, I used to have the old OG Game Boy Snake Light. Oh, baby. Dude, I remember I had the, like, you see those rigs? Like, let's look this up. Oh, dude, NES Addict. Dude, what's up, dude? Jay, how you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. We're just talking all kinds of nonsense, so we're just glad you're here right now. Let's see. Game Boy. I'm thinking of the, like, all the accessories. You know what I'm talking about? Where you see, like, the Game Boy that's, like, really tricked out. Let's see here. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, like this is this one. This is the setup I had. Like I had a Game Boy, and then I think I had the magnifier, and that was it. But then you have the people who have where's that? It's the one that looks like it's like something out of like this. Oh gosh, like this thing? Like that's just nuts, dude. Oh my gosh. I did not have this at all. So when you say you had the Snake Light, it just made me think of like people who had this freaking setup. That's buck wild, dude. I love that. Let's see. Electra says, have you mentioned battery life? Battery life on which one? Sorry, are you talking about on the Chromatic? Hit me in the chat and let me know so I make sure I'm talking about the right one. Dan Christian, yeah, some of the fake motion blur. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. It's like when that old school Game Boy running on the AAAs are dying, and you're like trying to just get the last little bit of juice out of it, and you're getting that like the graphics are turning transparent, and you're getting the motion blur, and it's like, yeah, bad news, man. Let's see. EOR says, Morrowind was okay for me in terms of difficulty. Just get close to the wall so he has to ram the wall. I was annoyed by the reward for the fight. Oh, dude, I don't even remember what the reward was. I think I was just so stoked that I beat him. I will say this, okay? I don't think this is spoilers. When you fought Morrowind, did you fight him alone, or did you have a companion? That's a question for you. Let me know. Because I fought him with a companion, which was really cool. I was not expecting that was even a possibility in the game, and I thought that was really cool. I just love that. Did you beat the Beast Temple? That does not sound familiar to me. I'm not sure. So when you think about Silksong, okay, when you think about the map, I did like the docks, and then I think I went up to like Greymoor, I think is the name of it. And then when you're in Greymoor, if you go to the right, there's like the bird room, and that freaking kicked my butt too many times where I was like, okay, I'm gonna forget about that. Can I do something else? And then I could go to the left, and the left is where you run into like Sister Splinter, and I did all that. So I haven't gone to the right, but Beast Temple doesn't necessarily sound familiar, so I'm not 100% sure. Dan Christian remembers the big, huge Game Boy magnifier. Yeah, dude, the Ultra Boy. That Jay, dude, yeah, this thing. Oh my god, is that what this was called? The Ultra Boy? That is wild. So you have this, but then you also have. Oh, maybe that's something different. Maybe. Let me see here. Yeah, like this. What is this? Oh, dude, there's that Snake Light you're talking about. Heck yeah. Yeah, dude, I was living this life right here. That was about as much as I could muster. Let's see. Iwar says, wait until you get to the last night. The final boss of Act 1. Incredible fight. So far, my favorite. Oh, yeah, dude. See, I will say my favorite fight so far was Lace. I thought Lace was like a really cool. It felt like the first, like, you're fighting a. I was going to say like an equal, and it's not just like some creature. Maybe? I don't know. I liked that fight a lot. The fight with Lace was like my favorite so far. Jake says, got to attend a newborn. If I don't come back, good night, everyone. Glad I got a minute to hang out. Dude, good to see you. Yeah, dude. That baby boy. Jay says, bro, this music is rocking. Oh, sweet, dude. Yeah, this is my new playlist. I was trying to keep it chill, but it's got also some, like, it's got a lot of sax in it, dude. So it's not as chill as I thought it was going to be, but I was vibing on it, so I just put it in. Oh, okay. Electric says, battery life on the Chromatic. Okay. So, here's what I'll say. I have the... Okay, so like the Chromatic has the usual setup, and then over here you have your volume wheel that you can like go up and down to adjust the volume level. And then you have this menu. Sorry, you have this menu button, which is like their like the system menu. Okay, regardless of what cart you have, this is like their system root menu or whatever. Michael B's got to take off right now. Pop back. It might pop back later. Have a good night, dude. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you. And go Mariners, brother. Thanks for being here. Sour Cream popping in. What's up, dude? Welcome to the jungle, baby. So you hit this menu button, and then it brings up sort of like their, and I get that that's not in focus, but it brings up their kind of system menu or whatever. And so you have a few different things that you can go in here and mess with and stuff like that. It's got like your brightness, frame blending. You can decide to like adjust the controls if you wanted to like ignore diagonals and stuff like that. But it has like your battery indicator. That's that little yellow bar on the bottom. So right now the battery's at basically like 60%. And I am using the battery pack. This is not the AA's. When they sent it over to me, they sent me some of the Mod Retro branded AA batteries, but they also sent me the rechargeable battery pack, which, I mean, this thing I think is essential. Like, if you're going to get one of these, like, you got to get this pack. Unless you have, like, rechargeable batteries, those probably would work as well, but, like, the ability to just plug it into the USB-C port and charge it that way is awesome. I will say... I don't know that I can give you a, like, oh, you're going to get like 8 hours of gameplay or something like that. What I will say is I've had some days, like I said, for the past like 2.5 weeks to 3 weeks, I've been carrying this thing almost exclusively with me just to kind of make sure that I put some time in with it and stuff like that. And I have been really enjoying it. There's not been a time where I haven't had enough battery life or something, or like the battery has died on me. Some days I play it for probably a couple of hours throughout the day. Sometimes maybe like a total of an hour for the day, but like, yeah, I would say the battery life on it is pretty dang good. Like I've not been struggling with the battery life, although I would say like with most of the devices I've had, like even with the slide, I've put some like heavy duty play sessions in on this guy. And even with something like Silksong, like I said, all the way to Orlando, from LA to Orlando and back, and those are like 5-hour flights. And by the time the flight is done and I was playing Silksong like literally probably the whole flight, there was still over 60% battery maybe. So I don't feel like battery has been a big issue with hardly any of the devices that I've had, minus the 35. I feel like when I play some of the higher end stuff on the 35 and even like let it sit overnight, I feel like the drain on it is a little bit more than some of the other ones. But yeah. Let's see here. Michael B. Oh yeah, saying you got to head out. Go Mariners. Oh, Sour Cream, did the Dodgers win? I don't know. Did the Dodgers play tonight? Dude, I'm a Padres fan, so the Dodgers can eat it. Okay, that's right. Like my microphone is like that Dodger blue, just so I can spit on it. I'm just kidding. I don't care that much. But for real, the Dodgers can eat it with a spoon. Anyway, what? Go Padres. I have no idea. I have no idea if they won. So yeah. So the Retroid Pocket 5. I have not. This came today, and I tried to get it set up a little bit. Let me see if it'll. It would be sick if I can get it to. It has like a lot more setup that it needs to do, for sure. But let me see. I don't know if this will work, because I don't know what the output is on this. I haven't actually messed with it this much, but let's go to retro game. Oh dang, is it? It might be. Oh, interesting. How do I get it to... It's like all sideways. Oh, hang on a second. What if I do... Let me see. This might be considered more like a PC. Let's see. Game capture, maybe? Nope, not that one. Sorry. Move that. Would be... Oh yeah, okay, it should be in here. And then if I switch to this one, does that do it? Weird. Nothing wants to work right now. Yeah. Is it seeing it? Where is it seeing it? Is it considered that one? No. Considered the slide? Oh, it is seeing it as the slide. Weird. Rotation. Yeah, this is a little funky right now. I was gonna see if I could get it to fire up something on like this, the Genesis or something like that, but I still got some setup that I gotta do on that guy. It literally came out of the box like right before I had to leave, so I haven't got a lot of time with it. Let's see. Jay says, if I had to choose a baseball team, it would be the Padres, purely because it's Tom DeLonge's favorite team. Dude, I didn't know that. Thomas DeLonge is a fan of the Padres? Sims, where are you? Yeah, the hard part is, dude, I haven't got to watch a baseball game. So when I was with T-Mobile back in the day, you got like MLB season pass or whatever free as like a T-Mobile person, as like a T-Mobile customer, and then you got like the MLS pass and all that stuff. And then I switched over to friggin' AT&T because they were offering me like fiber internet for next to nothing if I switched over, so I did that. But because of that, dude, I haven't seen a Padres game. I haven't seen an LAFC game in a hot minute. Let me turn this text real quick. Well, you know what? Let me see if this works. So I've got like all the Legos still here on my desk from doing oh, that's not gonna work because I got the memory card in the other one. Alright. We'll hang out. I've got all the Legos still from like the Game Boy build, like all right here because I don't want to lose anything. So because we're gonna keep building it on Tuesday. So my desk is a hot mess right now. Oh my gosh. Jason, they play all the small things at home games. Oh dang. See, dude, I need to. That's the other thing too. Is I live like maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours from San Diego, and I've never been to Petco for a game. I need to do that someday, somehow, some way. Dude, all you care about is your Pittsburgh Penguins. Oh, dude, I remember when I used to play. What was it? Was it NHL '93 on the Sega Genesis? I think is which one it was. I think in one of my videos I mentioned like FIFA 93 or FIFA 90, oh, I think it was NHL 94. I think it was this one. Like this cover looks like the right one. Yeah, dude. And you get freaking Mario Lemieux playing on the Penguins. Dude, the Penguins were my jam back in the day, bro. Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay, 94. Okay, yeah. This looks right. Dude, still to this day, I don't know that you can beat like this. It was so good. Like just the execution of it was so good. And specifically, I didn't play it on the Super Nintendo. Oh, and this even says PAL version. Yeah, I didn't play on the Super Nintendo. I specifically remember playing on the Sega Genesis. And, oh my gosh, it's so good. Okay, and 93 is what you had, but 94 was the most classic. Yeah, dude. I feel like it was like, okay, NHL 94, and I think it was Mario Lemieux, right? Wasn't he like freaking a banger in this game? Oh, wait. Video game. Yeah, dude. Like right there, dude. Goal. Mario Lemieux. That's, dude, I remember that like it was yesterday. I remember I felt like an idiot because, so like in 1994 I was 10. So I feel like I went to school like in the 5th grade or something like that. And I was talking to this kid. His name was Donnie. And we were talking about hockey, or we were talking about NHL 94 or something like that. He's like, well, who do you play as? I was like, dude, I like to play as the Penguins, bro. Penguins are my team, dude. It's all about Mario Lemieux. And he was like, you mean Lemieux? I was like, yeah. I felt like such an idiot, dude. Mario Lemieux. Lemieux. I had no... Mario Linux, yeah. Dude, I had no... just no awareness of the French. Yeah, this is so good. It's one of those cringy moments that like stuck with me from being 10 years old. I still remember calling him Mario Lemieux. Yeah, I felt like an idiot. Dude, I used to say... You used to say Jarom Jagger for Yaromir? Oh, that's so freaking good, dude. Oh my gosh. For Yager, bro. Yaromir Yager. Jarom Jagger. Dude, heck yeah, dude. Jagger and Lemieux. They were an unstoppable duo. Don't you remember those guys? Oh my gosh. They're so good. If you don't remember how good Jagger and Lemieux were, you must not have been a real hockey fan, I guess. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, you have... Okay, wait. You have a video about... You have a video on your channel about... 94? Hang on a second. I'm gonna go to your freaking channel right now. we're gonna put this one to the test right this minute, which I know there's 7 people watching and some of them are actually asleep and just leaving the stream going, and one of them is Jay. So in reality, there's probably 3 other people. If you haven't went and watched Jay's Tetris versus Dr. Mario video, he puts them to the test and decides which one does he prefer. And I'm not going to spoil it. I'm just going to say he chooses the right one. That's all I'm going to say. He chooses the right one. Okay, hang on. Is it... Oh, dude, how NHL 93 changed your life? That doesn't... Dude, right here, how NHL 93 on the Super Nintendo changed my life. Dude, from 8 years ago? Dude, that's not cringe. That's rad. Okay. I won't...
What is up, YouTube? Any aesthetic here?
Oh my gosh, look how young you are. Holy crap. That is beautiful. And dude, you're holding a Mario Lemix. What? This is beautiful. Okay, I won't put you through the paces. But I am gonna watch this. Oh my gosh. That should have been your thumbnail right there. Oh, that's so good, dude. Heck yeah. Yeah, dude. I'm definitely gonna watch this one. Oh my gosh. I love this. That's a save right now. Oh. And I wasn't joking about your Tetris face. I'm telling you. Dude, your Tetris face is going to be the new, it's for my son. It's just like any time in a video when I talk about like focusing or being locked in, I'm just going to cut to your Tetris face because it's so good. I can say it, people, you got to go watch this Tetris versus Dr. Mario. That was like, I didn't even care what was happening. I was just watching you and I wanted to see what you're... I just wanted to see you locked in, dude. I love it. Dude, Electric said, Vid is so old, almost like the bowler hat. Oh my gosh. Hang on a second. Dude, full disclosure, I'm like always changing my branding because I don't know why. I just am never content. So I took this photo in this room last night and put it up there. Okay. Dude, the thing about the bowler hat, which is really interesting, is that was in episode 2. Where's episode 2? Episode 1. Oh, here it is. Plowing through the naked Barbies. Dude, the thing about the bowler hat was working in like student ministry, like working with youth. There was like so many times that we were doing events and like we would do like these like silly games and silly events, and so I had like a closet of different like costumey type stuff. And this bowler hat, I had this bowler hat, and then I had like this jacket that was, it was like a wool jacket, but it was sparkly. It was like maroon and silver sparkly, and it was too small. So like I would wear that. It almost like had like a Miami Vice vibe because it was so small. So I'd wear that, and then I would wear the bowler hat as like when I'd be like hosting these events and stuff and just being stupid. And then I don't know why, but like for some reason in this episode I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna wear a freaking bowler hat, dude. There were so many bad decisions that were made back then. Oh my gosh. Dude. Okay, Jay, you have another idea for a video soon. Heck yes. Dude, I actually have an idea that you and I can do too. Like, I know that we talked about the Smash or Pass one, but I have another one that could be like a little bit more, not serious, but just like a little bit more. Maybe the word more is wrong. Maybe it's a little bit less. The word that's coming to mind is cringe, but that's not right. Just like a little less. That would allow us to be taken seriously a little bit more. I guess maybe. I don't know. Electric says, "Oh, the new background is dope." Oh, thanks, dude. Yeah, I was like. Honestly, it was, I needed to take a photo for the Discord because Marcone was like, hey, for the introduction channel, we were supposed to put a photo of you and then like a little blurb, and we never did that. So like, we need to do that. Oh yeah, dude. So then I like sent him, I sent him a couple of photos and he was like, nah, dude, that's not going to do it. And so... yeah, so I did something different, but then in the midst of it, I was like, dude, like the channel art and stuff, I just want to do something that has a different vibe. I feel like the whole, like, me pointing, that was like a funny photo that I took at my office, like at my work, when they were like testing. We were doing some like exposure testing for like actual portraits we were going to take for some people. And I just did it kind of silly and like thought it was like funny, and then I was like, hey, send that to me. And then I actually used it as my channel art. So it's like the one where I'm like pointing straight at and I have like my face. But like more and more, like I want to give the impression of like none of us, like we're like not taking this too seriously. Like it is more of like a chill vibe. Like let's just hang out and have fun. And like a lot of us are just like dudes in our 30s and 40s, dads, husbands. Like this is just an opportunity for us to like find a spot to just chill and connect and like I said in one of my videos, like just exchange joy, you know what I mean? And so I feel like this vibe has a little bit more of like a chill, relaxed vibe, but I'm just always kind of changing it. But we'll see how it goes. We'll land on something. Let's see. Jay says, I wish I had named my channel Awesome NES. Dude, you wouldn't be the addict, though. You are the addict. There's never going to be an intervention because it's just the perfect addiction. Dude, bro, those gauges. Dude, this is back when I think I was at a 0 at this point. I don't think I was quite at a double 0. But I actually really always enjoyed having the gauges. But I think the way that I got my ears pierced, it was, they did it wrong. And so like it was always a matter of time before they started like really hurting and swelling up. So I'd have to take the gauges out for like a week and then put them back in. And eventually it was like not really worth it. Like my ears are still open. I could probably fit like a 4 in there. So sometimes I put like the faux gauges where it's like a really small post with like the big ends. So it looks like bigger gauges. I always liked it, but yeah, I don't know, dude. Yor says, bet Gabbo would suggest something like happiness. Oh, dude, that's so good. That's gotta be a channel. Hang on a second. Happiness. That has to be a channel. No? That, I'm surprised. If that's not a channel, I'm actually really surprised. Like somebody should, like it's an arms race now. Who's gonna get it first? Oh my gosh. We can do all the ideas. You're down for anything. Oh, sweet, dude. Dude, this couch was like, my wife shopped around and found it online, and she was like, I want to buy this couch. I like the color. Let's do it. Make YouTube small again. Yeah, dude. I am I am so down. Like, you and I were texting about this, but like, there is something about, like, maybe this is like confessions. Like, we're about to have like our confessions right now, dude. It's like Usher right now. Watch this. There is something about looking at the landscape of like retro YouTube, and there are like big heavy hitters, and they're probably different for some people, like who I look at on a regular basis and who the algorithm gives me that I consider like the heavy hitters might be different for you. But there is something about looking at the landscape and you see these people who are like, I don't know, dude, just more successful, and like their channels are doing, in a lot of ways, are doing a lot better. And there's an element of it where it's like you want to be inside that circle. And again, maybe it's just me. Like, I'm just letting you know how the YouTube game is for me. Like, it's an up and down roller coaster for sure. But it's like I see these channels where they're like doing really well. And it's like, man, I want to rub elbows with them. Like, I want them to acknowledge me. Like, I acknowledge them. I want them to acknowledge me. And like, I'd love to like be collabing and like, you know, be in that inner circle. And the truth is like, one, it's like I have to disconnect from that a little bit, because it's like it's not their responsibility to bring me into the fold. And also, like, nobody is gonna do me any favors. Like, there's no, as much as I would love it if somebody would, like, there's no expectation that like somebody should be doing me favors. That's just not gonna happen. And so there almost is, like, you can almost like fall into this space of like being like, man, why don't they like reach down and like help pull me up a little bit? And like, you can just get locked into that. And in some ways, like, I've almost had to like unsubscribe from certain channels or even like mute certain channels, not because of anything that they do or anything that they don't do, but because like constantly seeing them in my feed is not healthy for me. And like, I learned that the hard way from like completely transparent, like with the guys like the Game Chasers. Like, it had nothing to do with them and had everything to do with me. It's like seeing their success in the midst of what we were doing. It was like seeing them pop up again and again and again, and the reminder of like, here's somebody who's doing what you're doing, and they came after you, and they're doing it better than you, and they're being more successful than you. It's like, I didn't have a healthy perspective there. And like, it just would, like, every time they'd pop up in my feed, it'd be just a reminder, and like, I'd just like crash out and all that kind of stuff. And so it's easy to like fall into that. And what I love, so Jay, you're saying, I bet we feel the same way. Honestly, it's been very flattering getting to know you, because you're OG as it gets. Oh, thanks, dude. And this sounds so familiar. Okay. So it's like, there is this element of like, rather than me, that I've had to do kind of this mind shift of like, rather than me looking to some of these channels that have double, triple, quadruple, 10 times the amount of subscribers that I have, and wish that they would interact and like, saying like wish that they would notice me sounds weird, but it's the sense of like, hey guys, like, I'm a part of your creative community too. Like, can I be a part of what you're doing? It's like, rather than doing that, it's like, how can I look to my peers and instead say, hey guys, how can we join elbows, like join arms, or look to people who are coming up now who are in the place where I was and maybe are feeling about me or about the scene. Maybe they're feeling about me the way I can get like locked into feeling about some of these larger channels. So like, how can I look to them and say, hey dude, like, I love what you're doing. Like, let's collab, or just be in their comment section and be like, hey, you're doing awesome stuff. Like, keep at it. Like, I love it. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, it is a little bit of a mind shift, because you're hoping that some of the people who have paved the way or who have blazed the trail before you will look back And probably, like, if I'm being really honest, like, you're kind of hoping for a little bit of a shortcut. You know, like, you're hoping that somebody who, like, just that one channel that has like 100,000 would look and say, hey, everybody, you should go check out, you know, this other channel that's like, you know, a tenth the size of me. And then boom, it's like you have all this influx of people. And in the long run, that's not, it's also not like organic. Like, it's not building community. It's not like, it's like guys like, okay, like Electric, you know what I mean? It's like, you're here and you're locked in right now where it's like 11 o'clock for me. I don't know exactly what time it is for you, but like, you're locked in here, and it's because we've like slowly gotten to, like, we've built rapport and we've gotten to know each other. And so there is an element of it where it's like, you are kind of looking for a shortcut. You know, everybody hopes for like that big break or whatever. But it has been a little bit of a mind shift. And part of it is, you know, coming back after being gone for so long and like rediscovering what do I want the channel to be, and sort of like slowly rediscovering that and realizing that like, hey, I'm not a physical collector anymore. Like, what was content that was easy for me to produce back in the day, it's not the vibe anymore. So I'm like trying to figure out like, what is this new era and this new season of life for me? What does it look like to be authentic in that? And in the midst of that shift, also shift and say, man, those guys that I'm like reaching up towards, and I'm like, hey man, like, reach back for me. It's like, instead of like hoping for that, like, instead, like, okay, like, this is just clicking for me, but it's like, if the image is me like reaching up and being like, hey man, like, hey, do you see me? Like, can you, like, hey, you want to do something? Or like, hey, like, can we be cool? Or like, can we interact in some way? Like, instead of me focusing completely here, it's like, what if I'm doing this? You know what I mean? And I think that like completely sort of changes, I don't know, it like changes the mentality. And so it is really like what Jay is talking about, this idea, well, it feels like a new thing to me, you know what I mean? But it is this acknowledgement of like, and like Back in the Day Gamer, like the video that he posted, it really is this acknowledgement of like, man, there was this era of YouTube, but like, I don't know all of YouTube. I just know like the retro YouTube. There was this era back in the day where it was like smaller and it felt like more community driven and intertwined in a good way, you know? And it's possible for us to rebuild that mentality, but it does mean a little bit of intentionality of like, one, maybe not getting so caught up in what we're doing, like being intentional and like really like locking in on what you need to do for your channel to make sense and for your community and your audience and all that kind of stuff. But also not getting so locked in on that you put on blinders and you forget about the people that are at your side or the people who are just starting out. You know what I mean? And so, I don't know. Maybe that was a little bit of a ramble, but that is, like, that's an insight into a lot of the things that I am processing on a daily basis. You know what I mean? When it comes to YouTube being a big part of my life again. So, okay, hang on. I'm going to get caught up on the chat. I did see up here, Lila Fur said, guess what? Lila, if you're still here. Chicken butt. I don't know. You tell me. Let me see here. Electric says, okay, as a content consumer, it is overwhelming at times. I had to weed out my retro YouTube subscriptions. I couldn't keep up with all the videos. Very few made the cut just because you have to watch everything. I still pick and choose and search channels, but so many videos was overwhelming for me. Yeah, dude, I could see that. For sure. Jay, you're saying you feel this. I've had those opportunities and it never really did what I wanted. Part of me also had to realize that my channel is maybe just what it is. A decent small channel. Dude, we're on the same page, bro. 100. That's 100% what my thought was with that video. Yeah. You know, I went into this year. I talked about it in the, you know, gaming is childish video. that legitimately, like, starting out the year, one of the things that I had people that were asking me, like, how do you want to grow, and how do you want to achieve, like, how do you want to be a better leader this year and all that. And I'm like, man, like, nothing against that. Like, that's a grind that's legit, but I lived in that for like over 15 years in my previous, working full-time in church and stuff like that. And like, I don't know, dude. Like, when I was hitting this year, I was like, I just want to like lean into the things that really give me joy and not be worried about what other people think about it, And if somebody looks at me building Legos or, carrying around a Game Boy in my pocket and they think like, oh, that guy's, I don't know, a slacker or whatever, or, oh, when's that guy going to grow up? It's like, that's your thing, dude. I know who I am. You know what I mean? And like, those are things, like, I'm not going to neglect these things anymore. And like I said in the video, not at the expense of, like, even tonight I was having a conversation with one of my buddies that was in the group that we were hanging out. And we got on to this topic because I think it was my buddy Eric was asking me some questions about that video in particular. And one of my other buddies had not seen it. And I mentioned the line that I said in there about how it's not an excuse to neglect the people and the things in my life that require my attention and my intention. And he was like, oh, well, what's the difference? I was like, well, there's a big difference. There's a lot of things I can give my attention to, and some of those things only require my attention. But there are people and things that require in my life that also require not just attention, but for me to be intentional with them or with it. And so, yeah, it was this idea of like, I'm going to lean into these things, and other people may look at it and they may think that it's childish, or they may think it's, maybe to them it's like it equals being a slacker or whatever. It's like, it brings joy. So I'm going to lean into that. But it's also not an excuse to neglect the things that require my attention or my intention. And it really is trying to strike that balance. You know what I mean? And so, yeah. Jay says, first off, I need to be happy with what I made, and if someone else likes it, that's great. I'm kind of my own biggest fan. I make content I'd want to see. Dude, okay, that's a huge part of it. I was sitting with my counselor, my therapist. This was a couple of months ago, and we were talking about creativity and stuff like that, and I had talked about how I feel like I am my own worst critic. It's crazy, dude, because I like, little tangent. I got an email in my inbox. I know he's not here. I'm not going to name him by name, but I got an email, like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I think, like right after Billy passed, and after I did the live stream talking about Billy passing. I got this email from a guy who's another creator, and again, I don't want to sell him out, so I won't name it here, but he just like took a chance and emailed me cold and was like, hey, dude, I just need to process some stuff, and I feel like you'll listen. Like, if it's cool, like, I'm just gonna talk about some stuff, and like, I hope that's not weird. And to me, it was like this moment of like, dude, that's not weird at all. Like, I even, in my response to him, I was just like, dude, thank you for like being bold enough to like put this stuff down on an email and send it to me, because like, it would have been so easy for you to just like stuff it down and like, I don't know, just like keep that to yourself and just have to carry that alone. But like, you trusted me and you were bold enough to just like write it and like send it to me. And I don't know, like, it was just this really cool connective thing. And so like, I thought that was really rad. But in that email, he had talked about how he like he's tried to create for a long time, and like, he's his own worst critic and all that kind of stuff, and he gets discouraged. And I'm like, dude, I can totally identify with that. Like, in my talk with the counselor, She's like, have you ever made anything that you feel like you were proud of? And dude, it's like, it's weird. Like, it's buck wild and it's weird to say, but it's like my answer at that time was like, no. Like, I think things I've made are fine, but like there's nothing that I look at that I've created that I feel like that I look at and I go, man, I freaking killed it with that. Like, that was a home run. I know I did a really good job. Yes. Like, oh man, I'm so good. It's like everything I look at, I'm like, it's like some varying degree of either it's garbage or it's like, well, it's fine, but like, here's 100 ways that I could have done it better, or that it's never as good as it was in my head. And I think that's like pretty common. I don't think I'm alone in that. But Jay, when you say like you want to be happy with what you made, and if somebody else likes it, that's great, but your own biggest fan, I think that's like such a great place to be able to arrive in. And I'm learning how to lean more into that. It's like that's like some of the videos that I made where it's like, oh, what are, here's the 3, I don't even know, what were they called? Oh yeah, like 3 classic arcade games that every retro gamer must play. It's like, it was fun to talk about, but I was making that video thinking like, oh, this is something that might pop off that people think is interesting. But it's videos like why retro is better than modern, and getting into some of the like vulnerable stuff. And then like, dude, the gaming is childish video, like, yeah, it's like I didn't know how that was gonna be accepted, and like it's fine. Like it did fine numbers for my channel, but it's like leaning into that kind of stuff is just much more, I guess I'm like prouder of that kind of stuff. And especially when I start seeing in the comments the way that it connects with people, it's like I just got to learn how to lean more into that kind of stuff that is like a little bit more just like vulnerable and stuff like that, rather than I don't know, just trying to figure out like what's going to pop off, you know what I mean? That kind of thing. But let me see. Yor says, I always wanted to ask you this. What do you think about Alwa's Awakening? Alwa's Awakening? I don't even know if I've heard of that. I'll have to look at that. Caffeine Addict says, seems like you're in a therapy session at the moment. When do we get to see you play some Guardian Legend? Dang it. Dude, wait, Guardian Legend, is that the one? Am I thinking of the right one? Let me look up this box art. Is this like this where it's got like the red, like lizard looking dude? And it's like a shoot 'em up? Is it a shmup? Yes. Okay, wait, I don't know if it's a shmup. Is it a shmup? This is like, as soon as you said Guardian Legend, dude, this is the box art that popped in my head. Okay, so pulled. That's a freaking pull right there. Is it a shmup? It is a shmup. Dude, I don't know if I've ever played Guardian Legend. I just know what it is. Caffeine Advocate says it's an everything. Wait a minute. Okay, great shoot 'em up arcade action combined with underground adventure. Choose from 12 different weapons to launch your breakneck attack against the monsters deep within Naju. The password feature allows you to end a game in progress and resume it later. Jay, are you saying you have a cartridge of Guardian Legend? Is that what I'm hearing you say right now? Let me see something real quick. Let me pop out this S-Dizzle card. Caffeine Advocate, I don't recognize your name. So if you've been here in the past and I am forgetting, then I apologize. I want to say that right off the bat. It is 11:15 in the evening right now where I am, and so I'm not at my best. But here's what I will say. at this channel, what we're finding is we do like to game, but we also like to talk about all the important things in life. And you know what? We're getting more comfortable with doing that and not being afraid to how it's going to alienate the audience and or you know, kill our options. Instead, we're like, you know what? This is real life, bro. And so, yeah, you came in hot on I've been live for like 2 hours. Dude, this entire time we've been just talking real life. So, welcome to the jungle. Glad you're here. If you stick around, there's plenty more where that came from and a little bit more. And if you don't, I totally understand. Okay, bad news. I was looking. I'm on my RG slide right now. And I was looking. I don't have Guardian Legend on here. You know, I mean, let's be real. I could get access to it. But, you know what I mean? Dude, freaking Jay, dude. Yeah, you're hardcore East Coast. Are you going to Retrofest? Is that what it's called? What's Rick's Retrofest, right? Arkansas Retrofest? Something like that. Dude, Michael B is back, laying in bed. What did you miss? You missed me pouring my heart out. Me and Jay, the NES addict, pouring our hearts out, and Electric just being here like a good friend. And then Caffeine Advocate being like, what is happening right now? When are you going to play Guardian Legend? Oh my gosh. Let me see here. You only make it out to Siege. He would have to pay my way to get there, and he won't. Oh my gosh, dude. Get ready to clip this. Hey, Retro Rick. You got the funds, bro. You're not going to pay for NES Addict to be at Retrofest? Hey. This is the year. It's happening right now. So next year, Retro Rick is going to pay to bring the NES Addict out to Retrofest. Mark my words. Mark them, ladies and gentlemen. Just kidding. I don't know what's going to happen. I will say, I know it's a long way for you, Jay, but I am trying to prioritize this year going to SoCal Gaming Expo and to Utah Retro Gaming Expo. And so I've reached out to both of them already and said, hey guys, for 2026, I'd love to start a conversation about what that looks like. And I don't know what's going to happen. So, who knows? Let's see. Michael B says, I'll need to watch the replay later then. Oh, dude. Dude, we just talked about, I was sort of like dishing on, you know, some of the mental barriers and some of the things that it can be tough, like when you're a creator and stuff like that, and like some of that stuff, and like how you got to kind of work through that and all that good stuff. And then we were talking about how Retro Rick is going to pay NES Addict's way to Retrofest next year. Dude, I'm just gonna start like putting that in the ether. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna start, like, we'll have to clip this and it'll be a short. We'll tag him in it, and you know, we'll do like hashtag hashtag NES Addict takes Retrofest or something like that. That's like the longest hashtag in the world, but I'm just saying, like, we can make this happen, guys. We are mighty. We are small but mighty. Where's my card reader? I got stuff working here. I got stuff working in the background, so don't you worry. Okay, we're about to... I've heard that there's a legend of a guardian, and that guardian is legendary. And we're trying to figure out how to cross that divide. Come on, baby. Why is my card reader not working? Oh. Did I put it in the wrong freaking... Ooh, jeez, that's not good. Oh gosh, it's like wedged in there. Frick. That sucks. Y'all didn't see nothing. Dude, that hurt my teeth. Holy crap. Okay, let's try that. Hopefully I didn't just destroy that card. That really... suck. Oh, man. Oh, there it goes. It's trying to read it. All right. Oh, hang on. The wife is calling me. Let me take this. I'll be back in a minute. If you're still here, great. If you're not, I totally understand. So give me 1 second. baby. Some of you guys are still here. Thank you for sticking around. My wife is traveling, and so she was calling me to say goodnight. Let's see here. Oh, Jay's heading out. He's got to get some sleep. Yeah, dude. It's like I'll probably be wrapping up pretty soon too. It's 11:30 here, but yeah, for you, dude, it's like that's buck wild. Dude, why is my card readers not recognizing? Oh, hang on, let's try this. See if this works. Usually, if I put it in the adapter, it works much better. Using the stream to fall asleep, you need this music. Yeah, dude, I should have put it on something a little. Like I said, I was trying to put together like a more mellow vibe, but it's just all the stuff that started coming out. I was like, digging it. So I will curate a very chill playlist for some of these night streams. But stuff gets in my ear and I just roll with it, dude. What can I say? Oh, interesting. Let's see. Caffeine Advocate says, also, you mentioned you didn't recognize my name. That's okay. Don't comment much, but I've been a subscriber for like 15 years. Oh, crap, dude. Oh my gosh. Has that always been your screen name? Is Caffeine Advocate? Dang, dude. If that's legit, man. That's my bad, bro. I'm sorry. Dang. That doesn't feel good. Sorry. Makes me feel like a real douche. Dude, Jex. It's the same. This thing is right protected. That's not right. Let me try this again. Jex2112 says Gun Roars, which is a deep cut. If you know, you know. And if you don't, you don't. But if you know, you know about Gun Roars. I'm going to have to play me some Gun Roars again someday soon. Okay, let's try this again. Let's see if this will let me. Caffeine, I'm trying to hook you up right now. Like all of this happening right now is for me to hook you up. Okay, let's see if this works. Electric, it's 12:31 in ye old Wyoming. Oh, that's okay. I mean, yeah, dude, that's legit, but that's nice to know, dude, that you're only like an hour ahead of me. That's nice. Meet Hoven. Whoops. Oh, I almost put the memory card between the screen and the controls. Meet Hoven. Meethoven. It's like Beethoven, but Meethoven. Awesome. I finally managed to catch a stream. Dude, this is like, these are rare, these evening streams. I just want to be really clear. Like, anybody who is here for this, usually the stream is not like this. Like, these are intentionally like very chill, very informal. We've been live for like almost 2.5 hours. Holy crap. And it's just very much like we're just chilling, shooting the breeze, letting it flow, going where it goes. But dude, I'm glad you're here. What, if you don't mind me asking, what time zone are you in? Like, if you're managing to catch a stream, usually I'm live Tuesdays at noon Pacific. So like, is this a late night for you and you just happen to pop over, or 5:30 p.m. in Sydney, bro? That's legit. That's sick. Well, welcome, my friend. Glad you're here. utilities, right? We scan the ROM directory, I think is the vibe we're going for. Jex, Gun Roars is your favorite episode. Okay. Heck yeah, dude. I love that. If I remember correctly, I believe when we say... Let me make sure. Let me make sure that I'm not... that my old man brain is not messing with me. Let me get rid of all this junk. I believe when we talk about Gun Roars, we are talking about Mystery Cart Extravaganza Part 3. Right? Jex is watching from New Zealand, 7:30 in the PM. Oh, dang, dude. We're going international up in here. I love that. Let's see. Isn't it this episode? Yes, here it is right here. Hang on, we're gonna pause this for a second. We're gonna take a little blast. We're gonna take a little blast of the past.
Gun Roars.
Is that supposed to say force or something? Like, what is it?
Possibly. Gun Force. It would have been really cool if it still popped in and it was all Gun Roars.
Gun Roars.
Yeah. Battlefire engulfed Terror Island.
Oh, dude, I forgot about that. Battlefire engulfed Terror Island. Yeah, dude, the Moody Cart. Yeah, Franco Chan. Heck yeah, dude. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's not real.
Don't I sing a song where I'm like, Gun Roars, gonna kill you anyway, or something like
Gun
that?
Force. Battlefire engulfed Terror Island. That's the greatest tagline ever.
It really is. That's really good.
Oh, man.
Oh, dang.
Dude, that's
Dude.
like Battlefield 3.
Heck yeah.
I haven't seen this in a hot minute.
I wonder if I'll get the base jump. Oh, wait. Oh, what? I don't even need to own Contra anymore. Look at this. We're gun forcing it.
I don't see any fire. Engulfed fireness.
Engulfed Fire Terror Island.
Whoa.
Oh,
What,
that
like
dude
shells?
exploded. Like every button shoots or jumps.
Why is right trigger jump?
That's what I'm saying. Like every single button either shoots or jumps. There's no other.
Oh man, I just melted.
That has to be.
Do not get hit. You will melt.
Oh. Yeah.
I wonder if the multi-cart,
This is like a really slow, graphically terrible.
if the like were the controls like randomly mixed up or something, because yeah, the fact that like one of the triggers like or the L and the R button would jump is so weird.
Look at this. Look at this
Yeah.
climbing.
Oh, got this helicopter.
I don't think I ever played
Oh, it
this
just rolls off
before
and then
or
stays
after
at the
this,
same
ever.
height.
So,
oh,
like-
come on. Put a little effort.
Oh, there's
what?
your
Never
effort.
mind. Never mind. I stand
Oh,
corrected.
oh wait, you want me to land for you?
I'm a jerk. I'm sorry.
Dude, Gun Roars knows what they're doing.
They're like, how dare you? How dare you question our programming capabilities?
Dude, every
Oh, look at this. I got blue
every chance to do a strong bad impression. I
stuff.
don't know if you know what strong bad is, but that's what I'm
You
doing
fly
right
the
there.
helicopter, man. Here, we'll blow this one up together. It'll make us feel better.
I feel like I sang a song. Didn't I like make up
Oh,
a song?
this is such a look at this.
It is such a Contra
totally,
knockoff.
This is
Like even the
totally
little
Contra.
gems.
Here, shoot the gems.
Oh, shoot the gem.
It turns into like one of those.
This was
the next
13 years
level
ago.
is
I
like just running.
legit have not watched this in probably
Oh, but this is such a
10,
Contra
12
ripoff.
years.
Mission complete.
Yeah.
No problem. Oh, look at us.
Whoa,
We look like
whoa,
such
what's
nerds.
this?
We have
Torx.
crushed the enemy front. We will head for the enemy supply depot. Oh, dude, I got a laser. Oh, no, I got a flamethrower? Oh, my gosh. This is the greatest
melted.
game ever made. I lost my... Never mind.
Oh yeah, just slow motion.
Oh,
really
yeah,
makes
slow
it-
motion to make it epic.
Yeah.
Look at that stream of bullets.
Yeah, dude, you keep shooting up there. I'll keep shooting straight ahead.
We just need some heroic music right now. Blow open the door.
Yeah, there's like no audio for the game.
Gun roars.
Oh, here it is.
We look like nerds. We'll kill you anyway.
Oh my. We look like nerds, but we'll kill you anyway. That's what I'm talking about right there, dude. Oh, dude, and collect the cheese bits. What was that? Which one was that? Oh man, okay, hang on. Because I remember we played Sanrio. Oh, dude, it was Tom and Jerry, wasn't it? That had the cheese bits.
Maybe I'll see Tom and then like I'll have to run and it'll turn into this real epic bits. Get those cheese bits.
That's good enough.
You left those 2 cheese bits. What a mouse gonna do with his cheese bits? He's gotta get them cheese bits. Oh man, you're so gonna die. You're out.
That's so
Don't get hit by
stupid.
Frankenstein.
Oh my gosh.
Or that butterfly. That butterfree up there.
Butterfree.
Oh, you could have got those cheese bits.
And I missed the cheese.
You
bits.
missed the cheese bits.
Tricky.
I almost want to play this game through and beat it just to see if they like change the ending. And it's like, you beat the game. Now go kill yourself or something.
Wait, what? Why did
Call
I
this
say that?
number and we'll come to your house.
Oh, because it had, yeah, didn't it have like a
On that title screen.
like a suicide?
We might have to
Not a
freeze
suicide
that title
line.
screen. Don't dial those.
Yeah. Oh, right. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Tom and Seuss, call matricide. Dude, do not call. Dude, I wonder if anybody ever actually called that number. Oh my gosh, that's buck wild. I forgot all about that, dude. That's so funny. Tom and Jerry is not. That is the one thing that we can all agree on, though, dude. Tom and Jerry is not Guardian Legend, because the only Guardian Legend that is the Guardian Legend is the Guardian Legend, dude. Like, that's the one thing we know. Why is the Minish Cap playing? You know, that's a question. That's one of those questions that we all have to ask ourselves. Why? Why Minish Cap? Nobody knows. Nobody can understand why that's happening. Hang on a second. Let me adjust my audio. Always remember. Dude, I forgot about that too. Dude, always remember acorn, grape, orange, grape. That's, dude, that's an iconic. Wasn't that the password for Sanrio? Right? That we like randomly put in, and it let us skip. Is that what I'm remembering? I'm like scrubbing through over here. Yeah, because
What is Hello Kitty? Hello Kitty.
we couldn't read.
Who's the frog?
I'm worried. You know the frog from Hello Kitty.
We couldn't read the Japanese.
Bringing back some childhood memories
Anyway,
here, I think.
all right. What do you think these say? One.
1 player, 2 player, 100 player. Bananas are pretty deadly. Use those.
All right.
Oh wait.
Is this gonna be a code?
Code screen? Yeah. Got one wrong.
Okay. Wait.
You got it wrong. You got it wrong. You got it wrong.
It won't let us
Acorn,
do it.
grape.
Got one right.
Oh, what? Level 17? I'm a gangster.
You're a cheater.
I know my fruits. Remember, acorn, grape, orange, grape. If you're ever in a situation where someone, when you're in a life and death situation, remember acorn, grape, orange, grape. Just always go with that. All right.
So stupid. Get out of here. Oh my gosh, what is this game? Guardian Legend. Is this the one that Russ Lyman beat on his... Is this one that Russ beat recently? Dude, I've never played this game. I don't even know what's about to happen. I am in no condition to be playing this right now. Is this the game? You just go back and forth and like shoot the cheese bits. There's no power-ups. Where's my power-ups? Oh, is that a power-up? That flew by so fast. Oh, wait, is that a power-up right there? No, that's hurting me. It looks very much like a power-up. Where are the buttons? Oh, is that a power-up? That little red thing? I have no health left. Caffeine, why'd you do this to me? Why'd you do this? The time's 11. Is that my lives? Oh no, that says X11 Y12. Is that my coordinates? Game over. Holy. Electric's heading out. Good to see you, dude. Thanks for being here, man. Let me see here. Jack says, in your life mantra? Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Let me see. Yor says, those episodes are like a time capsule when Rob didn't know how to take care of his hair. Dude. Honestly, yeah. For real. Oh my god. There's like rat tail and wearing a bowler. All that good stuff. This is only the first level. Oh my gosh. Okay. Jex, I see you said that there was an echo on the mic. I think it's because, I think it should be gone now. I muted something else that was on there, so let me know if it's a little bit better. Okay, I'm gonna beat this first level. I don't even care. I've been live for 2.5 hours, and we're just now playing a game. Which, one, I think is a testament to the community and our ability to just connect with each other, but two, if you would have asked me at the beginning of the night, where were we going to end up, I would never have mentioned this game, ever. Oh gosh. Okay, I feel like I have like way more life than I did on that first run, so I feel like we're doing better. Okay, you're saying it's fixed now? Sweet, yeah. I think it's because I had another audio source for my chromatic. Locked in there. It was double capturing my audio. I went ahead and moved it. You know what? Someday we're gonna have to do like a Moody Cart stream and just like dedicate a stream to playing all the Moody Cart games. We're gonna play Marvel Hero War of Gem, and Gunrorse, and Sanrio Smash Ball, and Street Combat. I'm gonna kick you over. Jesus. I don't want to get caught. I don't want to count my chickens before they hash. But I think it's safe to say I might be the Guardian Legend. Okay, I might be. I don't want to brag. You guys may be witnessing the legend of the Guardian as we speak. What's this person saying? If someone is reading this, I must have failed. This star, Naju, was our home. But we were invaded by evil life forms. Everyone except me was killed. That's convenient. I'm going to try to activate the self-destruct device. If I fail, I would like you to do this task. So this cannot happen to any other race. The self-destruct mechanism is protected by a safety device, which is located in the underground corridors. Remove each seal and go deep inside Naju. If you destroy all 10 safety devices, the self-destruct sequence will be activated. I don't have much time. I hope this message will not be read by anyone. It will mean that I have failed. That sucks. Jex. Gotta complete Gunrorse so you can get to the sweet D&D tournament? Oh wait, I can walk around now? I can shoot. I can walk on the screen. Okay, do I jump in this hole? Yes, I do. Oh, dude, is this like Blaster Master? Okay, you said it's like a mix of Zelda and a shmup. And you were not lying. This also kind of gives me, Do I shoot this or do I grab it? I'm kind of getting a little bit of, what's it called? Oh, dude, I can blow those up. Am I supposed to shoot everything? I'm getting, like, a little bit of, like, Star Tropic vibes, too. Although Star Tropics is, like, on a grid. Like, if you ever played Star Tropics, like, everything moves on a grid, sort of. And this definitely is, like, a little more free-form. Wait, so is my goal here to just break all the blocks? It's like video games have taught us that if you can shoot something and it breaks, then that is what you're supposed to be doing. I can just imagine the person who left the message that was like talking about activating the self-destruct sequence is like, whatever you do, don't destroy all the blocks. Cheebs, what's up, dude? Would I say this is a 7-star game? I don't know yet. Like, I will say I'm having more fun with this than I ever had with Spawn. Caffeine turned me onto this, and now I'm like kind of invested a little bit. But is it a 7-star game? Only time will tell. Almost. It's no Street Combat, I'll tell you that. Whenever I enter into a space like this, it feels to me like there's gotta be a secret of some kind, right? I just don't know what the, oh gosh, I don't know what the, sort of like, oh, did I get an extra mans? Did I get a one-upper? I just don't know, like, what the convention is of secrets in this game. Like, how do they work? Is it stuff you shoot? Do you blow something up? Do you trigger something? Like, what do you do? Like, what the heck is that? I don't know what that is. What are these slimes? I don't even... Is there a map? Oh, okay. Sweet. Dude, I don't know what any of this stuff is, but okay. Okay, oh, so I'm assuming I probably need to go to that, like, flashy square, so I'm, like, way in the wrong area. But that's alright, we're getting all the goodies. Oh, don't do that. Oh, do they respawn? Oh, this is one of those games where all the baddies respawn as soon as you leave them. Interesting. The red pyramids, what do they even do? I feel like, yeah, there's something here that I'm not doing, but we'll figure it out. Those chips are your currency to buy keys. Lots of Zelda 2 mystery. The symbol was a key. Okay. Oh, so I need to figure out where do I go to buy the keys. Okay, yeah, what are we looking at on the map? Let's check all these corners. So, like, this is like a square key that I'm gonna have to buy, essentially. That's what I think you're saying. Yeah, dude, I don't think I've ever played this before. I will say I didn't realize that it was like a multi... Oh, what? Get out of there! No! I didn't realize it was like a multi... What's the word I'm looking for? Like media? Or multi-genre game, I guess? So I may have played like that first level many times, but just thought it was like sort of a generic shoot 'em up, and I just never beat the first level, to be honest with you. Say, okay, those chips are your currency to buy keys. Lots of Zelda 2 mystery symbol is a key. Get the blue bulbs and find the shop. Okay. Yours is multi-genre. Yay. Cheeves, how is good old Josh doing? I missed that smile. You know what? The last time that I saw Josh was at the SAC Gamers Expo when we kind of met up over there and we shot some stuff and did a live stream. But I haven't seen him since then. He lives about like 2.5 or 3 hours away from where I currently am. So we don't actually like hang out or anything on a regular basis. That'd be a little challenging. But is this where I need it to be? Okay, this is for the sparkly. The last time I saw him and spoke to him, it seemed like he was doing good. So. Oh, okay. Corridor 1. What? I have no idea what's happening here. So I'm assuming I can break this, and that's another hole. Oh, okay, wait. Oh yeah, the beauty of playing on the slide is if I push the Y button, it is a turbo fire, so I can use that. Okay, so I guess I need to find like a moon, or I need to find the what's it called? Oh dude, I just upgraded my gun? Oh, heck yeah, dude. So I need to find the shop, so I can buy like the, what's it called? The moon key? So that's what'll open the find. Oh wait, is that saying that I have a key? Oh no, that's a gun. Looks like that's some sort of gun. Get out of there. Okay, there's the moon again. Needs the moon key. Destroy those hockey pucks. Oh jeez. That's a hook. Oh, is that a lightsaber? Heck yeah. How do I use that? Oh, it's like a special weapon. I don't want to use it. Gotta hoard that bad boy. Dude, where's the freaking shop? Back to Corridor 1 and shoot the weird door. Okay, so you're saying like go back to... so go back to the sparkly square where it said Corridor 1. Dude, caffeine, where would I be without that? Both in-game and in my cup. Okay, so you're saying go back over here. Blast all this. Jump in here. Corridor 1. Oh, is this a door that I can shoot? How was I supposed to know that? Am I about to transform? Oh, what? She's all woman and all aircraft. The perfect woman. A lady in the street and an F-15 in the sky. I'm assuming that, like, did some of the stuff in the, what's it called, in the manual, like, teach you that's a flying piranha? Get out of here. Did it teach you that you're supposed to shoot those doors? Like, how are you supposed to know that door to shoot? I guess when the bullets were, like, not passing through. Again, that's like another convention that the seahorses. Oh, am I underwater? This feels. I don't want to jinx it, but this feels much easier than the first edition, which is an interesting choice because it feels like it eliminated a lot of people from this group, myself included. Caffeine says, good music on this one. I never knew anything growing up on this. Just ran around. Yeah, dude. I'd be interested to see the manual and like see if it gives you a little bit more insight, because this one definitely feels like if you're going in blind, you are going in blind. Dude, the turbo fire on this is so clutch right now. Stingray. We are underwater. These are all sea creatures. Are we gonna fight like a giant octopus or something? Okay, hang on. Let's call this. I'm gonna say the boss is either going to be a giant octopus or a you know what? Forget it. I'm going all in. Giant octopus. We're going giant octopus to win. Myself a little more volume. There's so many piranhas. Life. I will say, once you sort of get the hang of it, they are pretty generous with the health power-ups. Okay, what do we got? Is this the boss time? We got a retro achievement, which is always nice. Oh, geez, no, it's like an anglerfish looking guy. I should have called that. Come on. Get in the rhythm. Oh, this guy's gonna... If he doesn't go down soon, he's gonna have my number. Do I have a power-up or something that gives me some health? Can I use this? What does this do? Oh, there's health right there. Give me that. Heck yes, dude. That was a big hit. Right, there it is. Got him. That one was for you, Caffeine. Oh, we got the... Okay. And then are we gonna... Oh, I gotta fly out of here? No, I'm gonna change back into all woman. Okay, so then do I pop out of the door? Oh, dude. Okay. Now it's starting to make sense. Can I grab this? Is this something to grab? Okay. And I grabbed the moon key. Okay, so now I can open this. But I'm gonna die because I have like no health. Do I get to continue or something? Or does that mean I got to start from the very beginning again? Game over. Continue, push, start. No. Don't. Do I... Okay. Wait, is that like letting me continue where I was? Or do I have to run? Okay, I have my key and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Interesting. Did you know there's a password to only play the shmup levels? No, I didn't know that. And that sounds... I don't know. I kind of like these levels more than the shmup. But it might be only because they're easier, I'm not gonna lie. Cheap says, I remember when you guys used to crack jokes about the V-Smile. Have you ever played it? Dude, to this day, I have still never played a VTech Smile. I have held in my hand a Puppy Paw peripheral on multiple occasions, and I've never actually fired one up and got to feel the glory of the VTech Smile. Not even once. It does feel like a missed opportunity, I'm not gonna lie. And I do remember saying back in the day, if you're looking for a system to collect that you're going to always be able to find, you should consider the VTech Smile. Honestly, that's actually probably a video that I need to make, is I need to get my hands on a VTech Smile, and it'll be like my redemption arc, is to actually play the VTech. Oh my gosh. That would be epic. Dude, I'll tell you what, Cheebs. If I can find a VTech, I will give it a shot. That's a great idea. Oh, dude, it's what's his name? Lolo? Isn't that Lolo? Lolo's gonna save my progress. Set your weapon to no use and press A. Oh gosh. Is that the password? Yo, let me take a picture of this, because now I'm invested. But that is a heck of a password system. You gotta be kidding me. What is, wait, what is, okay, go out. What is word check? Wrong word. The above word is right. What? That's ridiculous. Let's see. Eeyore says, I never played the V-Smile myself, but I saw the controller. I actually like that you can swap the control pad from left to right, sort of like the Atari Lynx. Oh, interesting. Chief says you should find one and do a top 10 V-Smile games. Oh, dang, dude. That's the one thing I'll like. The VTech Smile. Were the games like? Was there like legit games? Did it have like carts that you put in? Oh yeah, yeah. You would like. Oh, interesting. Okay, hang on. Let's pop over here real quick. This is This is a channel called Quick Look and Teardown.
Okay, so this big box.
So it looks like they've got around 6,500 subscribers, but they're giving us a little. They're giving us a little Dora the Explorer. Dude, there's the Puppy Paw, dude. Oh my gosh. If I had a nickel for every Puppy Paw peripheral we found, oh my gosh. Yeah, because wasn't it like right here in the front, you could, oh, here you go. Yeah, you put in the cart. There it is. Oh my gosh. Here, let me expand this a little. Okay. Dude, freaking Dora and Boots hitting the streets. Okay, like this is a platformer. I mean, it looks pretty responsive. Oh, and then you gotta like, oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, there might be a little something here. I'll tell you what. I regret not picking up a VTech Smile. Because I could have had that in my arsenal, dude. To this day. Dang it. I'll have to see if I can get my hands on one. ER says it was just edutainment. Cheeb says... Oh, wait, hang on. Caffeine says you should stay in one of those alarm rooms to see what happens. And yes, worst password system ever. Oh, dude. Oh, you're saying the alarm one where it starts building the blocks? Okay, I'll stay in the next one that I hit. Dude, I just get so scared. I just run. Cheap says, no idea. I honestly remember game hunting back in the old days of your channel and avoiding it always. Dude. I think that was the play. I mean, if you had kids back then, like, it was probably a cool way to kind of introduce them to gaming that would have been really safe, you know? Kind of teach them the basics and not have to worry about it being too complicated or it being inappropriate or whatever, but... Corridor 12. Well, see, that one just opens for you. That's got the moon. This is where I came in. Oh, so you could just pass through. Alright, well, let's hit Corridor 12 real quick. You could have had a complete dude. Oh my gosh. You know how baller... Okay, looking back, you got guys like Pat. He's got like his complete NES collection. You know how baller it would be to be like, yeah, I got a complete V-Smile collection. I'm going for V-Smile CIB complete. Oh my gosh. You're like, yeah, I got 2 copies of Dora the Explorer, one to play and one to leave sealed on my shelf. Oh my god. Hang on a second. This is what we're going to do right now. This is so stupid. Hang on. We're going to go over to... there's no way this is going to pop up. We're going to go over to price charting. I want to see how much is it going to cost me to get Dora the Explorer for the VTech Smile. CIB, dude. If this pops up, that will be so... There's no way. What? Dude, freaking eBay right now? Oh my gosh. I love this, dude. Look at this VTech Smile. A lot of 3 loose cartridges. Oh, this is amazing, dude. Yellow, what's up, man? Yours says, I got a complete new 3DS collection. I have all 4 games. Yeah. Dude. Okay, hang on. I can't believe we are price charting. We're freaking price charting the VTech Smile. Dude, look. You can track your collection. Oh, bro. I could be tracking my VTech journey right now. Dude. You know what I need to do? I know he's not here. I know he's in bed. But what I need to do is get a complete VTech collection. And then I need to sell it to Phoenix Resale and use the proceeds to send NES Addict to Retrofest next year. Oh my gosh. That would be so sick. Jay, I'm gonna make this into a short and then I'm gonna send it to you tomorrow. This is how we're gonna get you to Retrofest, bro. Courtesy of the VTech Smile. Okay, look at this. We can get, dude, look at this. VTech learning system, 2 controllers, and 7 games. That's 2 systems right there, man, for $60. VTech Smile. Look at this, dude. 37 people viewed this in the last 24 hours. That's oh, that's buck wild. Oh my gosh. And what is this? Okay, look at this. Okay, this is we get console, 2 controllers, 5 game. Oh no, power cord. What am I gonna do with that, man? You gonna make me hunt down the power cord loose for a VTech Smile? Gosh, dude, that's not gonna work. What do I look like, a retro hunter? I left that life behind me. Okay, this one. TV learning system, 1 controller. Okay, it looks like we got the RCA. That's a good sign. dude, you got this power cable. I don't know if is that proprietary? That I don't know, dude. That might be. Is that a generic power cable, or is that come packaged? I need to know. Wait. What? Okay, hang on. The VTech Smile has a power adapter, but you can also run it on batteries? No. Dude, 3C batteries or the adapter. I didn't know that. Oh, that changes everything, dude. Now we don't need, it doesn't matter. We don't, dude, this one, who doesn't have a power cord, we just need 3C batteries. Yeah, dude, Cheebs. 3C batteries and we are in business. And dude, this one has 2 controllers. You can come over and we can be VTeching all night long. Dude, that's a Batman game right there. I don't know if you can see that, but that's Batman. This is like Mickey in his let's say Mickey's Magical Adventure. Okay, that's Mickey in his like sorcerer uniform. This one, I can't tell what that is. Dude, that's my girl. That's Cindy right there with her updo, and then dude, Shrek. Freaking Shrek. Okay, so we can have a VTech Smile, 2 puppy paw peripherals, and 5 games for $44.99. 9 people viewed this in the last 24 hours. I could buy it now. Ooh, I don't like this. It does say very good cosmetic condition, untested. I don't like that. Oh, look at this, dude. This reminds me when I found the black Dreamcast. Look at this pink. This is like is this like a limited edition? In all our years, we never saw a pink VTech Smile. We only saw the orange and blue, which was nice because that was like the Retro Hunter colors back in the day. Gee, do you live in? I used to live in Utah. I was in Utah for like after we moved out of California, we moved to Utah for like 5 or 6 years, and then we recently moved, or not recently, like 5.5 years ago, we moved back to California. So, yeah. So now I'm back. We're back in California for good. All of our extended family is here, and we got our girls now, so we're not going nowhere. So yeah, I'm a California boy. I like things expensive. What can I say? Yeah, dude, this is like like you said, Princess limited edition. This is like the Princess Peach. I think you could only get this at like a Comic-Con, maybe, is what I remember. So that's kind of sick. It's only got one pink joystick puppy paw. But I kind of feel like if you're going to own a VTech, it's like this one is like that collector's edition. Okay, I was going to say this one looks a little different. What? Get out of here, dude. This one looks a little different, but I think it's just the lighting. What do we got here? Okay. VTech Smile, no joystick. Hang on, my AirPod died. Let me move over to the other side. VTech Smile, no 4 games, but no joystick. We get no puppy paw with this one, unfortunately. Hang on, let me make sure my ear is reconnected. It's not. Connect. Dude, there it goes. See, my right AirPod is always funky. It never wants to work. Maybe I have a weird shaped ear. But, see, dude, there's the Batman game, Gotham City Rescue, Ratatouille, Scooby-Doo, Funland Frenzy, and SpongeBob, A Day in the Life of a Sponge. This is a good... I like this lot. Let me tell you why I like this lot, okay? Now, one... I did not realize that this portion was actually for game storage. So, peeps over, like Nintendo, this might be the future right here. We need cart storage built into the console. Let me tell you why I like this lot. Okay, stop clicking. Jeez Louise. $29.99. There's no puppy paw. There's obviously no power cable. We have RCA. Okay, we can run it. Ooh, wait a minute. Ooh, those are looking. Oh, look at the crustiness. Dang. Somebody was playing their VTech in a swimming pool. Oh man. I was gonna say this is a nice lot right here because $29.99. We're getting the VTech. We're getting 4 games, and dude, these IPs. Dude, you got Batman, Ratatouille, Scooby-Doo, and SpongeBob. Those are all solid IP right there. But this is stuff you learn in the streets, guys, after years and years of being a seasoned hunter of the retro. Nobody thinks about this. See, you just see this right here and you're like, look at that. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Look at all the games. It looks like it's in pretty decent shape, but then you look at this. See? That's not gonna fly, dude. I'm sorry. That's not gonna happen right now. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is the VTech V Motion. Was this like their answer to the Wii? Was this motion control? Holy. $65. 1 controller, 9 games, no power cord, but we've already learned. Can we do batteries? Yep, dude. 4. Dude, and this one runs on 4 AA's. Okay, hang on. Let's take a look at these games. Let's see what our lot is here, because this. What do we got here? Somebody likes the rando stuff. Zazu? Nope. That's bargain bin. Little Einsteins? Nope. Okay, Toy Story 3. Now we're talking. Okay, now we're doing numbers. Dude, Soccer Challenge? No, that's just like generic. Action Mania? Nope, sorry. Backyardigans. Backyardigans is, just on the same level as Baby Einsteins. This is Little Einstein. Sorry, not Baby Einsteins. No. Toy Story 3. Oh, dang, sorry. There's another we missed. Oh, okay, here we go. Dude, Diego. If you're getting a Go-Go Diego, that changes it. We got Cars, dude. Rev It Up in Radiator Springs. That's very nice. And then look at this, dude. Spider-Man and Friends. Secret Missions. This. Dude, I would need to see the inside to know. 65 feels a little steep, but I don't know. All right. All I'm going to say, Cheeps. I'm not going to make any promises, but I'm also not going to not make any promises that a VTech Smile may be in our future. This right here, VTech Smile video game lot of 8 cartridges. This is for $37. Dude, this is not... Okay, hang on. Let's see. What do we got? We got Simba's Big... Okay, Lion King, Simba's Big Adventure. We've got the same Spider-Man. Oh, that's a different one. I can't read what that says. Oh, no, yeah. Spider-Man and Friends, Secret Missions. Great. Gotham City Rescue, which we're going to YouTube Gotham City Rescue in a minute because I agree. It sounds very sick. We're gonna see what that is. We got another Zazu, which is like, get out of here. We don't care about Zazu, dude. Scooby-Doo, great. Toy Story 2. Day in the Life of Sponge. Finding Nemo. Nemo's Ocean Discovery. This is a great lot right here. Somebody should pull the trigger on this. If you're ready to embrace the VTech, this is a great starter set. And I didn't realize, look at this, dude. It's going to tell you what you're going to learn. I want to know which one is Batman. We can't really tell, can we? I want to know what I'm going to learn with Batman. Oh, wait. It kind of seems like, okay, Batman is like one of the gray ones. Second down from the left. Okay, so did they just flip it over? Yeah. Okay, what are we going to learn with Batman? Dude, spelling, mathematics, geometry, logic skills, spatial skills, and observation. Okay. Oh, hang on. I totally forgot that we were looking on price charting. We got to see how much. Hang on. How much is Batman Gotham City Rescue VTech? What is this going for? Please tell me it's more than $10. And then let's go over here and let's look up VTech Smile, Batman. Oh, dude, look at that. It's just already jumping in. Heck yeah, dude. Oh, and I'm not even going to say it. It doesn't look that bad. Dude, look at here it is. Freaking dude, I called it. What did I say? I said tell me it's $10. There it is. Dude, Batman Gotham City Rescue in this lot right here. Gotham City Rescue is a third. You know, like 35% of that entire lot. You're going to make some money off that one if you go for it, dude. And look at the condition of that. Oh, baby. This is the blue variant. You know, this dude, he's got like the gray one. I guess whatever. You know, that one's $9.95. But if you spring for 4 more pennies, you get the blue variant, which, she's Louise. Okay, hang on. Let's look at this. This looks, oh my gosh. And I love that this is on a channel. Hang on. Holy crap, dude. These videos are doing numbers. Dude, this video right here, Batman Gotham City Rescue playthrough. This is a full playthrough. This has 46,000 views. This is buck wild. What channel is this? Okay. This is Rescue Heroes Nostalgia Zone. 17,000 subscribers. Go tell him thank you. We're going to watch his video right now. This is Batman Gotham City Rescue for the VTech Smile. I will say the graphics did not look that bad. They're much better than I expected. It was like
Batman, Gotham City Rescue.
Oh my gosh. It had like an isometric vibe, which is killer for me, dude. Anytime something's got isometric, I am in so much trouble.
Press enter right level.
Oh.
Press enter difficult. Press enter to choose. Use the option. Learning adventure. Choose adventure play. The Joker, the Penguin, and Mr. Freeze have kidnapped the mayor of Gotham City.
Dude, listen
the
to this
Batman
voiceover.
must rescue the mayor and defeat his foes once again. The Batman sets out for the factory where the mayor is being held hostage.
Okay, so literally, so if you're playing on the puppy paw, the joystick will move you. The big orange button will make you jump, and every other button does nothing.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Oh, listen to him, dude.
Press enter to jump.
Great.
You get to drive.
Did it. Let's give it
Batman.
another try. Very good.
Dude, is there...
You did it.
You did it. Very good.
Nice job.
Can you imagine the voice actor who had to come in to the studio to lay down the voice tracks for Batman in the VTech Smile game? I wonder, is there a VTech Smile emulator? That's what I need to know. And now, hang on, VTech Smile emulator. No way. Dude, it's on freaking GitHub. You have to be joking. VTech V-Smile emulator tutorial. Oh, this is buck wild, dude.
Very good.
I have to be honest with you.
Good work.
Cheebs, I haven't even thought of the VTech Smile
Great job.
for even a moment in the last 10 years.
Good work.
This is bringing so much joy to my heart.
Well done.
I love...
Looks like a tunnel up ahead. We have to crack the code to get through the tunnel.
Move the joystick to find words reading up and down and across.
What, they just showed him where it's at.
Nice job.
first one's free. Come on, it's cereal, dude. It's right there. Come on. There it is. Get it. Lock it in. No. It's hammer. You got it. Oh my gosh. This kid. Funnel and joyful. Go get the joyful, bro.
Yes.
Okay, the funny thing is they gave you the first one. And at the speed that he locked in the third one, you can tell that they saw it. So that means that the time that it took them on that second one was legit. Whoever's playing this was like, I don't know what the other word is. Oh my gosh. Okay. Appeal. Get it.
Good work.
There we go.
Very good.
Yeah. Okay. When do we get to see Batman run around? Let's skip ahead a little bit. There's a lot of driving and a lot of codes. Holy cow. Is this what this whole game is? Okay, I will say, hang on, we gotta timeline scrub this bad boy. I will say, oh, what? Okay, it starts to lose its luster a little bit. That's a lot. We've been, like, quote unquote, you've been playing for 11 minutes and you're just doing the driving and the code thing. It's like, when do I get to be Batman, dude? Caffeine says lots more positive reinforcement than the far superior game of The Guardian Legend. Chiefs, I was doing a marathon of your old videos after Billy passed, and I always wondered what the V smile was like. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Yeah. Honestly, I need to see if I can get my hands on one. And
Time's up.
Here is the answer.
You just have to go until you run out of time. I should try and get my hands on one, and we should do a stream
Mission
sometime,
completed. Here's the factory.
just for old time's sake.
Well done.
Here is your score.
Okay, this is what I was getting ready to see. It almost looked like it was like third person.
The Batman enters the factory through a secret passageway that leads to the ice laboratory, where Mr. Freeze has hidden the mayor.
Like third person over the shoulder, almost like well, I was gonna say Goonies 2, but even in Goonies 2, you don't see the character. When you go to like when you go in the doors and you get in the tunnels, you don't see the character. But that was like immediately the vibe I thought of Goonies 2, but that's not exactly
Let's go.
the same.
We can use the map to find our way to the ice laboratory. Keep alert. You never know what tricks the Joker might have up his sleeve. Let's go.
I thought we were going to Mr. Freeze.
Move
Interesting.
the joystick to turn.
Oh, dude, it's like a
Look out. We're surrounded.
Use the colored buttons to...
it's like a dungeon crawler. Like, what does this remind me of? It's very vividly making me think of some sort of, maybe not Might and Magic, but something like on the Super Nintendo that had this sort
Shoot
of,
the machines.
oh, dude, battering. Okay, hang on.
That
Let's.
fits the math problem.
Great.
Where? Okay.
We're surrounded.
When do we get to see the isometric
The
view?
mission.
Enter.
Mission completed.
Batman has...
Lab.
Oh, okay. This is what I was
Gotta
thinking of.
find him. Let's go.
Press enter to jump.
Nice.
Use the joystick and press enter to choose a shape that
Yes.
fits the pattern on the floor.
I mean,
Shown at the top right.
there's definitely some interesting stuff going on here. Like, if you're... Oh, he's flying a jetpack? Get out of here. Wait, are we flying a jetpack to escape an explosion?
Of the factory before it explodes. Let's move.
That that matches the 3D.
Is there fire chasing you at some point? Show me the
3D
fire.
ship.
Let's go.
There's no fire. Whoa. Sorry, I'm kind of
The
skipping
way is
ahead.
blocked.
To get
Yeah, the whole game is a tutorial. Yeah, you're right.
Let's go.
Oh, dude, that's pretty intense right there.
corner. Gizmo's learning to use the joystick.
Wait, is that-
Behind bars. For now,
Oh, so that's like you beat
Thanks
the
for your
game
help.
if you get out. I never saw Mr. Freeze. Did we never get to fight nobody?
Well done.
here is your score.
Interesting.
Once again, the Batman has saved the day. The mayor is safe. And
Oh, there he is.
Very good.
Huh. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's pretty cool. If you're a little kid and that was your Batman game, it doesn't start out great with all the driving and the freaking codes and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of, that part of it is pretty junky, but once you get to run around as Batman in that isometric view, that's pretty sick. So, hey, Retro Hero Nostalgia Zone, thumbs up, brother. Thank you for letting us watch your video. Okay. I'm not making any promises, Cheeps. I'm just saying. You never know what the future could hold. And the future could hold a VTech smile. That's absurd. That is... Oh, damn, I needed that health real bad. I'm about to die. There it is. Oh. Well, dudes. On that note, I think it might be time to call it. I've been live for like 3.5 hours, which is really awesome. And it's almost 1 a.m. here. So, thanks to everybody who came and hung out in this very chill late night stream. Whether you're here for the whole thing or if you just popped in, it was good to see you. Some old friends. Guys, so good to catch up on. Oh my god. Catch up on all that old stuff. That was so sick. So thanks for taking me down memory lane a little bit. That was really cool. I really appreciated that. If you haven't been around the channel in a while, I am producing videos. I'm trying to put something out like weekly, but it's usually like maybe 3 videos a month. And then my usual live stream is on Tuesdays at 12 p.m. Pacific. So literally wherever you are, it would be 12 hours from now, but on Tuesday, I guess. So you'd have to do the math on that. But yeah, 12 p.m. Pacific on Tuesdays. Last Tuesday we were building the Lego Game Boy. And this coming Tuesday we will finish it. So we'll do that. We've also been playing through Mega Man 2 and some of those things. So, yeah. Man, that was a good time. All right, my dudes. I appreciate you guys. If you're somewhere where it's night, go get some rest. If you're somewhere where it's the day, then freaking go get them, guys. Go kill it. And yeah, hope you have a great day, night, whatever. Just stay rad, and I'll see you guys soon. Have a good night.